is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all, just stop. Get real.
Welcome everyone to DBL. We're so grateful you're joining us. Lindsay is joining us from home. Lindsay, how are you feeling?
Hey guys, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. That's
Do you just
right.
have butterflies on your shirt?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
She's the best.
I'm trying to bring some good energy, you know, Al?
I really do. I'm dead serious. I think a lot of men would love to just put butterflies on. I think I'm gonna start next week.
Please don't.
I can't wear a butterfly tie? Okay,
All right, let's get started because we do have some bad news. It's not a great day, but first off, for Adele fans, she is postponing her Vegas residency, which was supposed to begin tonight. So she posted a tearful video telling fans that the show just isn't ready. Take a look.
I'm so sorry, but my show ain't ready. We've tried absolutely everything that we can. We've been absolutely destroyed by delivery delays and COVID. Half my crew, half my team are down with COVID. They still are. I can't give you what I have right now. And I'm gutted. And I'm sorry it's so last minute. I'm so upset and I'm really embarrassed and I'm so sorry to everyone that's travelled again.
So you better believe there are a lot of very upset fans. Some of them are already in Vegas, like this one who posted about it on TikTok.
It was probably $800 to fly here. Tickets for her show were resale $2,700, $2,800. We had to stay at Caesars Palace because that's where she was performing. So that's another, what, $2,000? I'd say that's about $5 or $6,000 right there. And the wants to say 24 hours before she goes on stage that she's gutted. Oh, I'm gutted. You're gutted? Yeah, well, my pockets are gutted.
Lindsay? I'm like, I don't want to go there, so I go to Lindsay.
No, I don't know why she did it today. I mean, I don't know why she did it in the last 24 hours. Like, the show has been in the works for months. People on the black market have paid up to $30,000. I know that woman said she paid in the 2000s, but I mean, there are tickets going for so much. And then on top of spending that much money, even if you just spent a couple thousand, you flew out there, got the hotel. That's
right.
Very expensive, probably. And so to be there and to find out while you're there that this is not happening, when people are flying, I'm assuming out of the country as well, is like a bit much. And I think, you know, if you're seeing these delays happen, and I know that COVID is real and people are just exhausted and weighed down and you don't even want to put your other employees in danger, but if you even see a sign of like, okay, we're missing our sound guy, okay, and you know they need 14 days, like you could have gave like a week or two notice. You know, it wasn't just like, I can't believe that everyone got COVID at one time and the same day, the day before you're about to go live.
Lindsay,
and so it's just, I think I understand the fans. That seems frustrating.
I kind of agree with you in this. And Al, to be honest, I know she felt gutted and embarrassed, but I kind of am like with Lindsay here, like those people lost a lot of money. I'm sorry you feel gutted, but they really gutted, as she said, her pocketbook.
Look,
that stinks.
It's bad for everybody. I don't understand why we're blaming this on Adele, because we've seen this play out the other way, but just only in the world of sports. I believe it was last season, the Denver Broncos had to basically put a guy in at quarterback, Lindsay, who I think was just walking around Cherry Creek Mall.
Yeah.
He was just a dude. There was just a black guy playing quarterback because there were no people to play quarterback. So the fans that did get a chance, they didn't cancel the game. You could have gone to the game and watched Mike, and he was terrible because he shouldn't have been playing. If you want to go to an Adele concert as a fan and go watch her and half the set is lit and the other half is dark and there's stuff on the floor and it's not done and songs aren't finished or remixed, you can do that too. But this is going to be where we are. It's going to be kind of soft lockdowns, cancellations at the last minute, and it's bad for everybody because we don't have this under control.
I know. I just think people can just hear Adele sing. They didn't need a whole shebang. I would have been fine her sitting at a piano, and people spent a lot of money to hear that voice, and she's a perfectionist and just said no. It just, I get it why people are mad. I get it.
But she's in Vegas. Figure out something to do. What are you doing?
You want her to do something else besides?
Dude,
that's not the same kind of trip. They're not going to go to the club, Al. It's a different kind of trip going to see Adele.
Because they wanted to cry to Adele. Those are two different people.
Okay. We live our lives differently.
We do. Legendary rocker and actor, I hate saying this, Meat Loaf has passed away. Meat Loaf was 74 years old. He was surrounded by his wife, his 2 daughters, and his close friends. Meat Loaf's career spanned 6 decades, and he sold over 100 million albums worldwide. He also starred in over, I'll get this, 65 movies, including roles in the cult classic Rocky Horror Picture Show and also in Fight Club. Do you remember that?
I do.
Ugh, a lot of his music has become iconic, like this mega hit, Bat Outta Hell. He always had that operatic voice, you know, as a rocker, but I just want to let you guys know his daughter, Amanda, went to my camp, and we were in Little Mermaid, and he came to see us.
That's cool.
And it was like, I was like, there's Meat Loaf out there, and I'm all like, Little Mermaid. All right, I really was a lovely gentleman. What do you think, Al?
Really quickly, when I look at Meat Loaf, there was that song, Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many entertainers we'll see that look like him. And when I say that, like a different kind of package, you see these kind of beautiful entertainers now that literally have everything. And it seems like back in the day, it just was like regular folks had this incredible talent.
Yeah.
So I hope we keep looking for that and we don't just look for this prepackaged kind of sanitized version of what we want.
Yeah, because he was a real guttural belter. And now that TMZ is reporting, that he did, just real quick, might have died of COVID. We are just saying that. We don't know. We're not confirmed, but TMZ is saying that. Go ahead, Lindsay. I just want to let you know.
And you talked about his beautiful voice, and I read in the New York Times this morning that he was classically trained on Broadway. So he had such a range from that and to do one of my, you know, I like silly movies. So when he was in Wayne's World, that took the cake for me. And just to have that range as an entertainer is just a beautiful thing.
Wait, Lindsay, who was he in Wayne's World?
Don't ask me names of characters from 20 years ago, Al. I'm not. I can't. I knew you were gonna do that.
I just wanted to know the scene. I wasn't even trying to set you up. I really wanted.
Way to go.
Okay, well, sorry.
He was Mike. That guy.
Mike. He played quarterback for the Broncos.
Quarterback for the Broncos.
He played quarterback on the Broncos. Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. Meat Loaf. You are the soundtrack to a lot of our childhood and youth, right? Coming up on DBL, another death in the entertainment world. Comedian Louis Anderson will be talking about his long career and taking a look back at our memorable interview with him. I never forgot it. Please stay tuned.
Closed captioning provided by
just so you guys know, if you guys remember I Would Do Anything for Love, do you guys remember that video we just played where he's like, he played a beast, like Beauty and the Beast, the TV show in the 90s, and he was like in candlelight in a cave for some reason, and he was a beast, and the real Beauty from the TV show was in the video, and she like moved leaves.
What is Beauty and the Beast supposed to be about?
A beast and a beauty.
No, but is it analogous to something?
Do you mean it's an allegory about something that you can fall in love with someone who's not attractive? Now, I know you have bestiality issues with beauty.
I should hope everybody does, actually.
Well, yeah, you kind of ruined it for a lot of people. Al thinks that Beauty and the Beast feels oddly bestiality-wise, and that's true. I'm not gonna lie. There is a beast and a person, and they fall in love, but I think it's supposed to be about beauty. You don't need the beauty.
So what if somebody that fell in love with their pet said it's just like Beauty and the Beast? I don't see species.
That is not.
What? I mean, I just think it's super gross. I think all the old fables are gross. I think Cinderella, like some dude found your shoe, and now you have to marry him.
How about Snow
First of
White?
all, why are you following around? You found a shoe and you touched it. First of all, that's super gross. You picked it up and you found who it belonged to in the 1800s with no clues or forensics.
What are you gonna do? You can't find
You just
one.
walked around with the shoe and said, "Is this yours?"
Yeah.
And when you found the person, you'd be like, "Now we have to get married."
You think that's weird?
I think that's super weird.
What about Snow White?
If somebody came up to you and was like, "I think you dropped your shoe a few days ago. Here it is," you'd be like, "Oh, this person's gonna."
Well, that's a 2022 lens. This person had no idea when to reach. It was 1600s.
Why didn't he just leave the shoe and move on with his life?
He was in love at first sight.
But with her shoe?
No, they walked into the ball. They had one dance, and at midnight she was going to turn into what? A pumpkin. So she left so
She
fast.
was literally gonna turn into.
Like literally.
Do you think that was to teach young women not to stay out late?
Ooh, interesting. You're kind of ruining.
Because I think Rapunzel something.
The hair thing.
There's something
tower.
with the hair, like there's something.
How
Stop.
about Sleeping Beauty? She didn't even get to have a line.
Welcome back to DBL. 2 years later, and we are still trying to shake the pandemic. But the silver lining for us is that Dr. Coley is back, and she joins us live. It is lovely to see you, Doc. How are you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
We're doing excited to see you. The Omicron surge could peak in February. What should we expect for February?
The nice thing, Tori, is that some places it's already peaked. So if we look at, it's almost like living in a time capsule. Look at the countries that went before us, like South Africa or the United Kingdom, or even the East Coast, like New York City. We can sort of get a sense of what we might expect to happen to cases here in Colorado and on the western side of the country. So what we saw in these other places was the peak was really sharp and the drop off was really sharp too. So I'm optimistic that we'll start to see those cases really melt away in the next few weeks. But here is the caveat that how quickly we drop off depends on our behavior. It depends on the population density, how many people are living together, and whether we're rural or urban or what the setting is as well.
Oh, I hope. Peak.
Well, Dr. Coley, how should we transition socially once we see that major drop off? Are we looking at like March or April? And, you know, when and how should we get back to hanging out with people that we love?
You know, it's interesting that you're asking me this, Lindsay, because you just got over COVID. So for somebody like you or somebody like Erica, that social transition can actually be more sudden. You guys can probably get together with each other. You probably can let your guard down a little bit because at least in the short term, and we don't know what that time period is. Is it 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months? But you are very protected immediately after you have recovered from illness because that's when your natural antibodies are really high. For the rest of us who are probably 10 weeks or more out from our booster, that social transition has to be a lot slower because even when those cases are coming down, the rates are really, really high. So the last thing we want to do is to just cannonball into that swimming pool. We need to really get in there one toe at a time. Really, really ease ourselves back into being social again, and so no big parties, Tori and Al.
No.
Lindsay's going clubbing though.
Lindsay can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
She got that COVID
Yeah, I'm out of
swag.
here, guys.
Yeah.
See you next week.
I love it. Now, let's be honest. We are all coping with the COVID fatigue in our different ways. I certainly am. I feel like I have my normal, whatever that means. But what is normal to you, Dr. Coley? Like, what is a normal life right now? What does that look like?
Yeah, you know, we've actually studied COVID fatigue formally, and what we found is that 3/4 of us have it, Al. So you're not the only one. I have it too. But here is what I found very interesting from the data is that there are differences between men and women. So women have more COVID fatigue than men, and women cope with COVID fatigue by eating more. Men eat about the same. We both drink more, men and women. And interestingly, men turn to exercise, whereas women turn to things like therapy or picking up a new hobby. So ladies, are you surprised by this? I was a little bit.
No.
Yeah, the amount that I ate during this pandemic is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
I blamed it on being pregnant, but it's not that.
But when she said men drink more, I was like, I had COVID fatigue 12 years ago?
How weird. You were ahead of your time now. You were super ahead of your time. Thank you so much, Doctor. And I just want to let you guys know, people writing in, and the overwhelming thing isn't direct questions to Dr. Coley. It's just, I'm so sick of COVID. So I really, we want to tell our audience, we hear you, we see you, we'll do more on COVID fatigue.
And the good news is everybody feels that way.
Everybody feels that way. So you're not alone.
The first time we can agree in 2 years.
Exactly. And Dr. Coley is saying this is real. They're studying it scientifically. So if maybe we can go into some helpful hints on that, because I know a lot of you just wrote me in all at once. I'm so sick of COVID. We are too. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We're never sick of you. Please, if you have a question, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. Coming up on DBL, you know him from The Godfather Part 3.
Me?
It's Al and Criminal Minds. You guys, our interview with the talented Joe Mantegna is next. Fat Tony!
Yay!
Are you disabled? 2021 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert, LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell, Locke and Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people, independent contractors, and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell, Locke and Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
Welcome back to DBL. You may know him from the hit show Criminal Minds, or his role from The Godfather Part 3, or on The Simpsons' Fat Tony. It's my favorite. Earlier, we sat down with the great Joe Mantegna to chat about his all-new Amazon Prime series, As You See It. And he told us specifically why this show hits him close to home. Take a look. Joe Mantegna, welcome to DBL. We're going to talk about your new show, As We See It. But first, you were really close with the late Bob Saget, and we are just so sorry for your loss. We've spoken about it a lot on the show and what a good person he was. Can you tell our audience a little bit what it was like working with Bob and what he was like?
Well, Bob was, I mean, he is what you probably thought he was, which is just a fun guy, just a sweet guy. I mean, I first met him, we did this movie with Richard Pryor many years ago. It was like 1986, 87. And we stayed friends all during that time. And look, I've been in this business over 50 years, and you don't always make friends with every single person you work with. It would be impossible. I've worked with thousands and thousands of actors. But there's some along the way that you maintain a relationship with. And he was one of those guys that was very easy to keep that relationship up with. And I probably talked to him maybe a month or so before he passed. And I'm just pleased and thrilled and appreciative that he was part of my life for as long as he was. And God bless Bob Saget. He was a dear friend, and I'll miss him.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, just what the really cool part about the story that you're telling is, like, you guys were friends. For myself, as a young comic starting out in Miami, I would open up for all the big headliners, and I met him, and I remember being in the green room when he was on stage, and I was like, why is he being so nice to me? Like, he was so nice. It was like, I couldn't believe that somebody could be that famous and that nice. So yes, he was cool with his friends clearly, and with people that were just fans of him as an entertainer and as a person. So I'm glad we talked about that. Let's talk about one of your most well-known shows. Of course, I'm talking about Criminal Minds. People love it. So many women in my family love it. You have no idea. So they need to know, are you still in touch with the cast, and are there any plans for a reunion?
Well, yes and maybe. Yeah. So in other words, yes, we're always in touch. I mean, we stayed pretty close. So that we have like a thread that when I look at my phone, and if I see all these little figures on there, I know it's the CM thread, in other words, and we're all reaching out to each other for whatever it is. We've all stayed pretty close. And in terms of continuing, there has been talk of it. I mean, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, well, so be it. But there certainly has been some discussions about it. And I would say there is that possibility, so we'll see.
Oh, God. My mom's like, please. All right, let's talk about As We See It. Tell us a little bit about the show and also about your character, Lou.
Do you want your dad to be supporting you forever?
Yes.
I have cancer, Jack. I need to know you're going to be okay.
Well, this is when I first read this pilot script, I read it and thought to myself, this is one of the finest things I've ever read in terms of a script. What I love about it is, look, I know what it's like. I'm a parent with a child with autism. My daughter's going to be 35 years old, so we've lived with this a long time. And there's as much humor as there is, seriousness. It runs the gamut. So when people see the show, they'll see that it's not one just thing. It's what the world is like, seen through the eyes of people on the spectrum, and also the world that they have to inhabit, which the rest of us.
As you see, Al, you can speak to that, right?
I was going to just say really quickly, we got to run, but as a parent, I feel a bond with you because I too am a proud parent of a child with autism, and he is the center of our universe. So I think you and I both know how special people on the spectrum are and how much joy they bring to your life. So I appreciate this series, and I can't wait to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I think you're going to love it. It's really, really, really done well, and you'll see.
Can't wait for this. All right. As we see, it is now on Amazon Prime Video. Joe, it's like amazing to talk to you. I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm freaking out inside. Thank you so much for chatting with us. We will be right back, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
We're keeping up with two former housewives, plus America's favorite Big Mama is making a major comeback in this week's What Erica's Watching. First up, if anyone can survive the Big Brother house, it would be a Bravo housewife. Am I right? And Erica Jane from Beverly Hills is rumored to be joining the Big Brother cast. But maybe I spoke too soon, because word on the street is that Tiffany Pollard from I Love New York might be one of her housemates. Yo, although I have not been keeping up with Big Brother, sorry Jeff, this potential East Coast, West Coast battle might be the biggest thing in reality TV. I mean, it's basically Tupac and Biggie for the small screen, so it's gonna have me tuning in.
Man, y'all don't want none. But if you do, I'll dish it.
Next, former peach holder Nene Leakes says she received her late husband Greg's blessing to find love again. As we know, Greg passed away in September and she started dating her new man in December. He's fashion designer Naian Isela Sayo. They actually met through Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, former peach holder Peter Thomas. Nene says Naian treats her like a queen and that she's open to marriage. Now, let's face it, based on her fallout with Andy Cohen, this might be the only way we will ever see her as a Real Housewife again. But the way these queens make up and break up, who knows? She might be back. And finally, what many of us have been waiting for. Tyler Perry is bringing Madea out of retirement, and she's coming for Beyonce in this new promo poster for the new movie Homegoing. Tyler says he missed making people laugh and that his new movie features an LGBTQ storyline that will send a message of inclusion. Now, Tyler would be just as crazy as Madea if he turned down this opportunity to make us all laugh when we need it the most. And of course, making millions doesn't hurt. Share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag DBLEricaWatch. And stay tuned.
Black ice, a thin coat of ice that isn't black at all. Let's connect the dots. Black ice is that clear glaze of ice on roads you can't see. It forms as wet roads turn icy when temperatures drop. But even a little dew can cause black ice. And it can happen anywhere the conditions are right. But bridges and overpasses are especially prone. That's because you've got cold air flowing below and above the pavement. Shaded spots on the road also problematic since they don't get sunlight. What can you do if you hit black ice today? Steer straight. Any sudden turns and you can lose control. And it might be tempting to brake, but that too can cause sliding. Instead, keep a slower speed. And now more than ever, keep a good distance between the car in front of you. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for Healthcare Update, sponsored by Go Health. Did you know Americans with health insurance can get up to 8 COVID tests for free thanks to a new requirement for providers? Now, the new rules went into effect earlier this week and require insurance companies to cover costs for over-the-counter COVID tests at up to $12. One person can get up to 8 reimbursements, while a family of 5's insurance will cover them for 40 tests. People, spread this word. So if you don't have insurance, now is a very good time to get enrolled. If you're looking for a health insurance plan, GoHealth makes it easy to enroll. Call 1-800-650-2534 or visit gohealth.com to find a plan that's right for you. I didn't know that. Spread the word. We need all the free tests we can get. Now, before we go, we do have some sad news. As you all were writing in, Louis Anderson has died after a battle with blood cancer. Now, Louis was only 68 years old. He was one of America's most beloved comedians and had a career that spanned over 30 years. He's also a 3-time Emmy Award winner, a game show host, and was named one of the 100 greatest stand-up comedians of all time by Comedy Central. And who could forget his iconic character in Coming to America? Take a look.
Hello. Hi. You know, I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries, then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Al, you were saying the line with him. What do you think about
I used to know every word to that movie. I mean, look, Louis Anderson, from that movie to like when he put me on his young comedian special that aired on Showtime years ago, he's just an incredible guy. You know, when we spoke to him last, Lindsay, he remembered, just a really great human being. He'll be missed.
Linz, what'd you think, real quick?
I know Eddie Murphy hand-selected him for that movie. I listened to an interview with Eddie Murphy saying that. And so he just is that person that once he was like hosting Family Feud in everyone's homes and hearts almost every day during the week, we all opened up to him like we did with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
And to see that everyone has something nice to say about him in his death, it's one of those people that will be missed. That's like the rare person that always touches people and leaves a positive mark. So he will definitely be missed.
I had an interview with him. I want to show you a quick little soundbite from it because it's amazing. Take a look at this. Is there something that scares you?
Like when I drive by Anytime Fitness, I'm terrified of that. I guess what scares me sometimes is our lack of empathy and humanity in the world right now.
Wow.
It scares me. It makes me feel like, geez, you guys, come on, we're all in the same boat. We're all connected.
Yeah.
We're all human beings.
You know what he did after that, too, is I told him right after, I said, I'm a stand-up, and he gave me his email address. And said, I'll give you notes. Send me your personal email.
Oh, my goodness.
The man was just so kind.
Wow.
How am I just hearing about that? So
It's
cool.
really, it blew me away. DBL
I know,
every
Tori, you
single
should
day.
have told us this.
I know.
That's big.
It was a big deal. We'll see you Monday, same time, same place. We're so grateful you're here. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
Once again getting their equipment ready for potential ice and snow. Should you as well? The question, do you really need to fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on? Let's verify. Our source is editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, David Underkoffler, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Firestone Complete Auto Care.
You should definitely at least check your tire pressure when it gets cold outside. The general rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, your tires lose about 1 psi.
According to Firestone, PSI means pounds per square inch. Your tires could lose 4 PSI if the temps drop 20 degrees. David Underkoffler with Autolist.com says tire pressure is something that shouldn't be ignored, especially in the winter.
You don't want to necessarily rely on waiting for that light to turn on, right? If the temperature drops suddenly 20 degrees or 30 degrees pretty quickly, maybe it's probably a little safer just to go out and be proactive and check that ahead of time. Even small drops in tire pressure can be a little more dangerous. The tires can be more slippery on wet roads.
According to Firestone, underinflated tires can increase braking time and skid more easily on wet pavement. Having underinflated tires can also decrease the lifespan of your tires, making them more vulnerable to damage. So we can verify that yes, you should fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on. Having properly inflated tires can also save you money. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, having the correct PSI can boost your gas mileage by up to 3%. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Don't miss a day of DBL. Bold debates, there's sense and there's nonsense.
Where do we go?
Hot celebs.
We're like this all the time.
Yeah, I'm here.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Rock legend Meat Loaf has died. We take a look back at his 6-decade-long career in music and movies. Plus, the comedy world is mourning the death of Louis Anderson as we remember our hilarious interview with Louis.
Don't you know you never tell a woman to relax, Louis?
Well, really?
Some fans are furious as Adele cancels her Las Vegas residency last minute.
I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry.
And from Criminal Minds' Joe Mantegna, could there be a cast reunion in the works?
Well, yes and maybe.
Yes.
So in other words,
oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Jeff and Erica joining us from home. Tori with me in the studio. Happy Friday, everybody. Yes, we finally made it through the week. Okay, so bad news for Adele fans. She's postponing her Vegas residency, which was supposed to begin tonight, by the way. She posted a tearful video telling fans that the show just isn't ready. Take a look.
I'm so sorry, but my show ain't ready. We've tried absolutely everything that we can. We've been absolutely destroyed by delivery delays and COVID. Half my crew, half my team are down with COVID. They still are. I can't give you what I have right now. And I'm gutted. I'm gutted and I'm sorry it's so last minute. I'm so upset and I'm really embarrassed and I'm so sorry to everyone that's travelled again.
Well, you better believe there are a lot of very upset fans. Some of them already in Vegas, by the way, like this one who posted about it on TikTok.
It was probably $800 to fly here. Tickets for her show were resale $2,800. We had to stay at Caesars Palace because that's where she was performing. So that's another, what, $2,000? I'd say that's about $5 or $6 grand right there. And the wants to say 24 hours before she goes on stage that she's gutted. Oh, I'm gutted. You're gutted? Yeah, well, my pockets are gutted.
She doesn't have pockets.
She did lots of holes, yes. Okay, so Jeff, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of these videos, actually. She's not the only one. While some fans might be a little bit more compassionate, saying, listen, I understand and I support her, but at the same time, I'm out $2,000. We haven't heard anything from Adele as far as reimbursements wise. Would you expect some sort of a reimbursement, Jeff, if it was so last minute like this?
You know, I would expect a little something because it is so last minute, but at the same time, Sam, we're all dealing with COVID issues. Adele can't control that if that truly is the problem, that so many people are out and she wants the show to be as great as everyone expects it to be. But again, another side to this coin is if I were Adele and I had crew out, I would say, listen, everybody's already here. It's so last minute. I know this isn't the show you came to see, but I'm going to get a piano. I'm going to come out there. The lighting's not going to be great, but I'm going to give you guys an intimate show, sing my favorite songs to you guys, and have a more of a personal, intimate show instead of canceling it. Yeah. It makes me seem like there's a little bit something else going on here.
I weirdly agree with, again, Jeff, which is bizarre for us. We're on a weird run, but I will say, I would take an MTV Unplugged. I'm not there for like Britney, for the lights and the dancing, or Katy Perry, really. I'm here for the voice. So if you give me a rug and like a piano and some candles and you MTV Unplug it and let her just sing and be like, this is what it is, I think a lot of people would be really okay with that. It's a lose-lose though for everybody, but I'd rather have just heard her voice live.
What do you think, Erica? I agree with you and Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's a lose-lose, but I don't think there's a villain here.
Right.
You know, who knows what the actual standards and protocols and guidelines. I mean, you can't just like throw a bunch of people into a room and not have the support, whether that's a pared down version of what she was anticipating giving or not. You know, we don't know what the staffing issues were. We don't know like the union precautions. Like, we don't know those things, but I don't think that there's a villain. I don't think that Adele is the villain for having to cancel last minute. And I don't think fans who are very visibly upset are the villains for being very visibly upset.
Yeah, I think everyone's entitled to their feelings, but I think the difference here, as opposed to if Adele canceled her concert in your own hometown, at least you're in your own hometown, right? You're not out the tickets, the airfare, whatever other, and her prices to get into her concerts are quite expensive. So I personally think that she should have addressed that in that video. Listen, I know that a lot of you guys are out a lot of money. I'm going to reimburse some sort of dollar amount, $500, $200, whatever that may be. And then, of course, your tickets, just like Jeff's with Justin Bieber's, roll over to another date. But I think she should have brought that part up, because that's a lot of money for a lot of people right now.
I expected that too.
Okay. Speaking of musicians, and I know a lot of you are writing in about this, legendary rocker and actor Meat Loaf passed away. He was 74 years old. He was surrounded by his wife, 2 daughters, and his close friends. Meat Loaf's career, of course, spanned 6 decades, and he sold over 100 million albums worldwide. Now, a lot of you may not know, I mean, maybe you do, but he also starred in over 65 movies, including roles, of course, in the cult classic Rocky Horror Picture Show, and also in Fight Club. Now, a lot of his music has become iconic, like this mega hit, Bat Out of Hell. Let's listen. Sad.
Yeah, and he reminds me of Freddie Mercury in a way, that belty, operatic, dramatic voice that you don't really get anymore. And he was also multi-talented. His daughter went to my camp, actually, and we did The Little Mermaid, and she played Ursula, Amanda, and I played Scuttle, the seagull.
Of course you did.
I didn't get the crab, Sebastian, and I still have nightmares about that. But Meat Loaf showed up. He took his private plane, showed up for his daughter, met all of us, and was like a great dad. And I just feel like when you're a great dad, that means a lot about who you are. And he did a ton of things. May he rest. May he rest.
Beautiful story, Tori. Jeff?
You know, I always say this about musicians, maybe more so than actors, but your music touches people, and it puts you back to where you were and that time in your life. And Meat Loaf has a lot of those hits that are going to live on in infamy. So it's sad when someone passes, but when you have something to leave behind, it makes it that much greater. I want to leave something behind. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't created that yet, but hopefully when my time comes, I'm leaving something behind. But I do have to say my greatest Meat Loaf memory is when he wanted to fight Gary Busey on The Apprentice. That'll live on in infamy for me.
Right. And Erica, you know what's interesting is, you know, a number of our viewers have written in saying he lived a full life. And I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't, because my parents are 74, around the same age. And that seems young to me now. It doesn't feel like a full life. I want my parents to live on to see my kids grow up.
No, I completely understand that, Sam. I mean, we're really at a time in our lives where, you know, I'm definitely prioritizing my family life. I'm prioritizing spending that time with my parents because I realize that tomorrow's never promised, and now it just feels, you know, more important than ever. But the fact that he passed away with his family and his close friends surrounding him is beautiful.
That's very true. You gave me chills. Hug your loved ones tomorrow is never promised. Thank you, Erica. Coming up on DBL, another death in the entertainment world. Comedian Louis Anderson will be talking about his long career and taking a look back at our memorable interview with him. And Dr. Coley will join us to give us the latest info on COVID. Stay with us.
Closed captioning provided by
I like what Tiffany's like, oh no. Have you ever heard it? And I would do anything for love. Have you ever heard that song? But is it something that like do you know it? Tiffany, how old are you? May I ask? 26? 24. Okay, 24. Wow. So that's a song people know.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel good that it's gone down to another generation.
Right.
Right?
I think what surprised a lot of people was that he was an actor. But then when you remind people what movies he's been in, they're like, oh yeah, but for some reason they had a disconnect with that as opposed to like now we see Lady Gaga as an actress and a musician, as well as a number of other actor/musicians. But for some reason, he kept those very separate.
And he also was incredibly like talented. If you remember Bob he was in Fight Club. He was Bob and Ed Norton. They were in a club together and they were gonna cry it out. And Ed Norton goes into his man bosoms and has this long cry. And he was tremendously good.
He is a good actor.
You know what I mean? So you could maybe he liked to keep that craft separate, but he did a ton of things. If you haven't watched The Apprentice with him on it, he goes to get some art supplies and thinks that Gary Busey has stolen them in The Apprentice, and really he had a very well-known anger issue and he went crazy at Gary Busey, and it was Sugar Ray, the good old Sugar Ray, that stepped in and had to mend the fences.
That's cute. Really quickly, what was his daughter like?
Amanda was incredibly talented. He has another daughter, Pearl. They both went to my school. They're very close with their father.
Are they musicians? Or
Pearl was,
okay.
And Pearl's father was Janis Joplin, was in the band Janis Joplin, but he adopted Pearl, and she was a great musician. Amanda had an awesome voice. She played Ursula, and imagine like come on, little ones.
Yeah.
It was really, I'll always remember it.
I love that.
And they were just really cool people.
Unfortunate so. Welcome back to DBL. So 2 years later, and we are still trying to shake the pandemic. But the silver lining for us is that Dr. Coley is back. She joins us live. Hey, Dr. Coley, happy Friday.
Hi, ladies. Happy Friday.
Yep, happy Friday indeed. So here's the thing. The Omicron surge, what I heard is that it could peak in February. Should we expect that, please?
You know, you guys, I always try to find the silver lining on everything. And Omicron was so hard on us the last few weeks, with so many of us getting sick, happening right around the holidays. But in a weird way, this virus becoming more contagious has actually helped us. And it may help us transition from pandemic to endemic. So play along with me here. The virus is a bad guy, right? The bad guy got a little bit too greedy and essentially used up all the possible hosts out there because so many people got sick. So they're protected from getting sick again in the short term. So in a weird way, by using up everybody that could infect and the people that aren't yet infected are still wearing their masks, it's going to kind of kill itself off in a funny way. So that's what we're hopeful. In the next couple of weeks, we'll start to see a decline in cases. But that means those of us that have not yet been infected still got to keep those masks up and be careful.
Okay, speaking of that, and you know me, we've hung out separately, so I'm just going to be very real with you. I'm really tired and frustrated, unlike what Sam went through, which is an absolute tragedy. I'm just sort of frustrated having to deal with COVID all the time, having to talk about it all the time, changing my life around. Is that normal? Is that what other people are feeling? And write me in on YouTube.
YouTube?
You know, it is so normal.
The viewers. Not Dr. Coley.
You're on YouTube now. Is that right, Tori?
I just want to know. Okay.
I think that COVID fatigue, Tori, is getting to your brain a little bit. But good news there is that it is so normal, guys. I have it. I'm sure everybody on this panel would raise their hand if I asked them if there were days when they were just fed up with this. But if you look at the science, and we've actually looked at this and studied this, you know, 3 out of 4 people have had COVID fatigue. 40% of women say they have daily COVID fatigue, meaning they feel those types of frustrations every day. Now, here's where I was a little surprised, ladies, and I want to hear your reaction. It seems like a little higher for women than it is for men. And I'm not sure if that's because we take on more, and so it's impacted our lives in a more substantial way. But what do you guys think?
It's like maternal nurturing. I feel like you take care of the family, but you would know. I'm not a mom.
No, I think it makes sense. I really do. That's all I'll say. I could get into a whole thing on how that bleeds into other areas, but I definitely think that makes sense.
I would just say that in our household, I'm just generally more concerned about things than my husband is as a rule. So that makes sense to me.
That's true, Anthony.
But like, he's just real cool as a cucumber about everything. But okay, we know COVID fatigue is real, but how do we deal with it?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so here's the thing, and there's some gender differences here too. So I'm very interested to see this data. So there are healthy ways to deal with it, and there are unhealthy ways to deal with it. So the unhealthy ways that many of us do are eating and drinking. So women tend to eat more. And that's what the data has reflected with COVID fatigue, whereas men tend to eat about the same. And we both genders tend to drink more, with particularly those under the age of 45 drinking substantially more. So those are unhealthy ways to cope with COVID fatigue, because they're going to really come back to bite us in the butt later. So the healthy ways that we've also seen both genders do are exercise. So, you know, being more active, taking a hike, taking your dog out for a walk, those are really good ways to release hormones that counterbalance those stress hormones. And we see men doing that more than women. And then taking up a hobby or talking to a therapist, we see the women leaning into those types of activities. So what are you guys doing to cope with your COVID fatigue?
Oh, man, I wish I could take a page from your book, Dr. Coley, and get out and exercise more and just be better. But I find myself just honing in on the children. I don't know if that's the best thing for, I guess it's the best thing for me. I feel good, like just, I do want to get out though more. I want the kids to be able to go to museums. I want them to go to movies. I want them to like experience life. And I feel like all we do is hang out outside and go for walks. And that's getting a little old. I don't know. What about you, Tori?
First of all, I can't even imagine having kids with this and having to do that. That's so hard. I do a lot of binging and cross stitch, and so bad that yesterday I went to go pick up a piece of a slipper. I'll be honest, I was picking up my slipper and my neck went out because I'm in COVID neck.
Oh.
So I'm really got to start working out.
What about you, Erica? I know you're speaking of your husband, Anthony. He just got some poles to help him stretch.
What was that, Erica?
Yes.
I saw those, Erica. I saw those.
Go to Erica's Instagram. Go to her Instagram.
It's
so
my
I
husband
voted
got
that
these
he
two
got ripped
polls.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, Dr. Coley. I appreciate the vote. Just for the record, so my husband got these two polls, and he said it's for stretching your back, and he said it was for me because I have been having some back issues lately. But when he demonstrated how those polls worked, it looked like you could also kind of do that against a wall or maybe on the side of a couch. So he definitely was influenced by those Instagram ads.
Let me just put in a plug for Anthony here. He is exercising as a way to cope with his COVID fatigue, which men tend to do more often. So I really do appreciate him for that.
All right, don't rub it in, Dr. Coley.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Doctor. If you guys have a question you want answered by Dr. Coley, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We'll be right back. Have a good weekend.
'21 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert, LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell, Locke & Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people, independent contractors, and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell Lock and Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
Welcome back. We do have some sad news. Many of our viewers also trying to pay tribute to Louis Anderson. He has died after a battle with blood cancer. He was 68 years old. Louis was one of America's most beloved comedians and had a career that spanned over 30 years. He's also a 3-time Emmy Award winner, game show host, and was named, quote, one of the 100 greatest stand-up comedians of all time by Comedy Central. And who could forget his iconic character in Coming to America? Take a look.
Hello. Hi. You know, I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries, then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Oh my gosh, this one hurts. How are you feeling about this, Jeff?
You know, Louis Anderson, there's a couple of people I think of, like when I revert back to my childhood growing up. My parents loved Louis Anderson. They loved like Simon and Garfunkel and things like that. So when I see someone pass away that I kind of grew up with, that my parents kind of adored, it makes me sad. And so it hits a little closer to home. And when we had Louis on our show, when we interviewed him, he had some really kind words for us. He said we really mesh well as a group. And coming from somebody that's been in showbiz that long, just that little compliment meant so much to me.
We also, speaking of his interview, and then Erica chime in, I'm going to show the interview, but we also poked fun at him because we knew that he had that type of chemistry already with us within the interview. So take a look.
I feel like we should all be lounging like Louis.
Yeah,
how are you?
I feel like we look too stiff.
Yeah, relax.
Relax.
I watched the whole show. It's fantastic.
Don't you know you never tell a woman to relax, Louis?
Well, really? Why is that?
I have the same response, Lou.
Yeah, you can get away with it.
Oh man, just so real, Erica, so genuine. And 68, you were saying earlier, we said 74 was too young. 68, definitely too young.
Yeah, you know, I was really giggling about that Coming to America clip because that was a memeable moment before memes were a thing. I remember saying that phrase over and over with my cousins and my siblings, like, and next I'll be on fries, and that's where the big bucks come in. You know, like it was just one of those clips from a movie that you just keep saying the phrase over and over. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tremendous loss. 2022 is not starting out that great in terms of losing icons and legends. So, yeah, you know, it's very sad.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know in June 2019, I interviewed him on the show for Baskets. Remember, he played Zach Galifianakis' mother. And he played it so straight, like as a woman. And we had this really good talk. He was very funny. I said, what are you scared of? He said, Anytime Fitness. And then I said, at the end, he goes, hey, are you a stand-up? And I said, yeah. And he goes, here's my email, my personal email. What? Send me your stand-up and I'll give you notes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he give you notes?
Yeah.
You never told us
because
this.
That's a really private, amazing thing that someone did.
Are you kidding me?
And so I'm just saying, like, I don't want to call people out when they're not being on the record, and I don't want to, but that was a very kind thing and a supportive thing as a person who understands up-and-coming stand-ups, which I am not, but I'm trying to be.
That is beautiful, Tori.
He's a good man.
Absolute generous person of his time.
Very.
Unbelievable. Wow. Our thoughts and prayers go to his friends and family. I can't even imagine what they must be feeling. Coming up on DBL, Dakota Johnson calls out her mom, Melanie Griffith, why she's not a fan of the photos Melanie posts on social. Plus, Pamela Anderson heading for divorce. Again, we'll talk all about what went down with this latest relationship.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
We're keeping up with two former housewives, plus America's favorite Big Mama is making a major comeback in this week's What Erica's Watching. First up, if anyone can survive the Big Brother house, it would be a Bravo housewife. Am I right? And Erica Jane from Beverly Hills is rumored to be joining the Big Brother cast. But maybe I spoke too soon, because word on the street is that Tiffany Pollard from I Love New York might be one of her housemates. Yo, although I have not been keeping up with Big Brother, sorry Jeff, this potential East Coast, West Coast battle might be the biggest thing in reality TV. I mean, it's basically Tupac and Biggie for the small screen, so it's gonna have me tuning in.
Man, y'all don't want none. But if you do, I'll dish it.
Next, former Peach holder Nene Leakes says she received her late husband Greg's blessing to find love again. As we know, Greg passed away in September and she started dating her new man in December. He's fashion designer Naian Isela Sayo. They actually met through Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, former Peach holder Peter Thomas. Nene says Naian treats her like a queen and that she's open to marriage. Now, let's face it, based on her fallout with Andy Cohen, this might be the only way we will ever see her as a Real Housewife again. But the way these queens make up and break up, who knows? She might be back. And finally, what many of us have been waiting for. Tyler Perry is bringing Madea out of retirement. And she's coming for Beyonce in this new promo poster for the new movie Homegoing. Tyler says he missed making people laugh and that his new movie features an LGBTQ storyline that will send a message of inclusion. Now, Tyler would be just as crazy as Madea if he turned down this opportunity to make us all laugh when we need it the most. And of course, making millions doesn't hurt. Share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag DBLEricaWatch. And stay tuned.
Black ice, a thin coat of ice that isn't black at all. Let's connect the dots. Black ice is that clear glaze of ice on roads you can't see. It forms as wet roads turn icy when temperatures drop. But even a little dew can cause black ice. And it can happen anywhere the conditions are right. But bridges and overpasses are especially prone. That's because you've got cold air flowing below and above the pavement. Shaded spots on the road also problematic since they don't get sunlight. What can you do if you hit black ice today? Steer straight. Any sudden turns and you can lose control. And it might be tempting to brake, but that too can cause sliding. Instead, keep a slower speed. And now more than ever, keep a good distance between the car in front of you. And that is connecting the dots.
There's so much more DBL ahead. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Our interview with actor Joe Mantegna. Will there be a reunion with the Criminal Minds cast? Plus, Pamela Anderson headed for divorce. What happened in her latest marriage?
Once again, getting their equipment ready for potential ice and snow. Should you as well? The question, do you really need to fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on? Let's verify. Our source is editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, David Underkoffler, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Firestone Complete Auto Care.
You should definitely at least check your tire pressure when it gets cold outside. The general rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, your tires lose about 1 psi.
According to Firestone, PSI means pounds per square inch. Your tires could lose 4 PSI if the temps drop 20 degrees. David Underkoffler with Autolist.com says tire pressure is something that shouldn't be ignored, especially in the winter.
You don't want to necessarily rely on waiting for that light to turn on, right? If the temperature drops suddenly 20 degrees or 30 degrees pretty quickly, maybe it's probably a little safer just to go out and be proactive and check that ahead of time. Even small drops in tire pressure can be a little more dangerous. The tires can be more slippery on wet roads.
According to Firestone, underinflated tires can increase braking time and skid more easily on wet pavement. Having underinflated tires can also decrease the lifespan of your tires, making them more vulnerable to damage. So we can verify that yes, you should fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on. Having properly inflated tires can also save you money. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, having the correct PSI can boost your gas mileage by up to 3%. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Don't miss a day of DBL. Bold debates, there's sense and there's nonsense.
Where do we go?
Hot celebs.
We're like this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
And all the laughs. DBL is all new every day.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No. Y'all just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. We have Jeff and Erica joining us from home, and our viewers are already writing in about Pam Anderson. Yes, Pam Anderson is getting divorced for the 5th time. Some people believe this is a rumor. It is not a rumor. According to Rolling Stone, Pam filed for divorce from Dan Hayhurst, her former bodyguard, after about a year of marriage. The two fell in love during the lockdown and got married on Christmas Eve in 2020 at her home in Canada. This was Pam's 4th marriage and her 5th divorce. She was briefly married to film producer John Peters for 12 days. She married and divorced poker player Rick Solomon twice, and Pam and Kid Rock tied the knot in 2006 and were divorced a year later. As we all know, Pam was first married to rocker Tommy Lee for 3 years and had 2 kids. Now, the docuseries Pam and Tommy, by the way, about their infamous sex tape scandal, will debut on Hulu next month. What do you think, Jeff? Do you think that she's addicted to marriage? How do you make sense of this?
I don't know. I think there needs to be a government rule where you only get married 3 times. And after that, you can't get married anymore. And I don't say that for the people getting married. I say that for their friends because I'm a man of the people. I'm not going to a 4th wedding of yours. If you choose to get married 4 times, don't call me. You'll be lucky if you get a toast on FaceTime after getting married 4 times and failing.
Erica?
I think we need to stay out of people's bedrooms. We need to stay out of people's institutions and marriages. What difference does it make if she's gotten married multiple times? It actually kind of makes sense to me because Pam Anderson has lived so many lives. She's just found a partner for each one of them. Like when people are like constantly recreating themselves, then different versions come out and then that's suitable to a different spouse. I get it.
I get it. Someone just wrote in, Serena Huckabee, Pam loves love. And whenever I watch a documentary on Pam, I always expect to see someone, I don't know her, Pamela, I mean, like different. She's so like very quiet and really such an animal rights activist and a really seemingly good person. And so I wish her luck in the love wheel of fortune.
Listen, I think she loves passionately, but I'm also here with Jeff, especially when it comes to
much, yeah,
and when it comes to the sanctity of marriage. We hear so many opinions on whether or not same-sex marriages should be legal, and then we just kind of like let go of the fact that some people, I'm not going to say abuse marriage, but in a way, I mean, 5 times, 6 times when people are still in other countries fighting if they're in a same-sex relationship to even get married. So it's a little slap in the face to marriage, in my opinion. I see it as a privilege. So I don't think she treats it as the privilege. That's just my opinion.
That's fair.
All right, so let's talk about Dakota Johnson because she has had it with her mom posting throwback pics of her on social media. Dakota recently told James Corden on his show that she hates it when her mom, Melanie Griffith, posts pics of her on social media as a kid, like this one, and says she's often getting or gets less than flattering comments about the pics. Take a look.
I don't go on social media, so I don't find out about it till it's like really baked into the internet.
Right.
And somebody will send it to me like, oh, you were so ugly, or you were so cute. I've become like a 12-year-old, and I'm like, Mom, you can't do that.
Well, meantime, if you guys have seen this picture, it's gone viral. Vanderpump Rules star Katie Maloney Schwartz reposted this photo on Instagram that was originally shared by her castmate. Some people said it's unflattering and mean of the castmate to actually post it. But Katie dismissed the criticism and said she liked the photo because she was genuinely happy at the time. Now, Jeff and I watch this show religiously, so I want to give some context to the viewers. It's not that she just decided to post it. Katie Maloney has been battling fans calling her overweight for years. She's battled certain castmates like James Kennedy, Jeff can speak to, calling her really horrific names about her weight for season after season after season. So for her to post this, according to Katie Maloney, it meant that she actually has accepted herself. And that's a very beautiful thing. Jeff, did you see this on Instagram, or did you learn about this because it went viral?
I don't go on social media anymore for this point. When you post something, you need to go through a Rolodex. Am I offending somebody? Is this picture... There's a million things that could go wrong with posting something, even if it comes from a good place, like we saw in the first one. You want to post pictures of your kids. You want them to... They're so cute. You love them. But then people are criticized. Even the person, it might hurt their feelings. And the other person might just say, hey, listen, Katie Maloney's my friend. I love her. I didn't even realize that that was in the photo. It's like you can't win on social media, but I am proud of Katie Maloney for like addressing this, because like you said, Sam, we are friends of the show, and it takes a big step to finally accept that and just be like, listen, I'm fine with it, that's who I am. And I think more people need to have that philosophy.
So true. But Erica, and I agree, Jeff, take Katie Maloney aside. Do you get permission from friends and family before you post? Is that something that you do?
No, man, snap it. I don't want to see it, and just do it.
Got it. What about you, Erica?
For me, yes, I am required to get permission from friends and family, some more than others. I have very private people in my life, and they don't want to necessarily be set up for scrutiny or conversation over social media. So even, for instance, we had a very big family photo that we took, I took for Christmas. I got everybody the matching pajamas and all of that. And one of our producers asked if we could show it, and I said no, because I would have had to ask literally 25 people, and probably 15 of them would have said no. So I respect it. I'm a public person. I understand that everyone isn't a public person, so that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I married someone not very public at all, so it's rare for you guys to get like a hand or a pinky of like Brooks in a picture. And you know what? That's just the way it is, and that's the way we respect each other's boundaries. And can I be honest? This stuff, like when you laugh, that just shows your expressions. I have it, people have it. Good for her to be comfortable with that and just like show it to the critics.
Would it bother you if somebody posted an unflattering photo of you?
1,000,000%.
So would you then say, would you take it down, or would you let it go?
If I was like, to be honest, I don't really have a lot of ego about it, but if it was like a particularly bad one, I would have liked a heads up.
Okay.
But I also don't want to be micromanaging my friends. But if it's particularly bad, and you know, I can look particularly bad.
You never look particularly bad. Okay.
Can
Maybe
I just
that
add
face.
this, though,
Yes,
before
Erica,
we
yes.
move on to the next
Yes.
story? Have you ever had someone come to your defense but actually offended you more than the initial infraction? Because what I'm hearing from this story is that fans were trying to defend Katie, that her picture wasn't as flattering as it could have been, but she was okay with the photo.
Right.
So
right.
basically they're saying that she didn't look as good as she should have looked in order to grace their feed. It's like, please don't offend me by trying to defend me.
Yes.
What's up with that?
Erica, that was her point. You just summed up her point right there. Thank you for that. Okay, so now to a bizarre story from the UK. A man reported his wife to the police after, are you ready for this? She confessed to a crime in her sleep. So Tony Ford heard his wife Ruth talk about money in her sleep. He went into her purse, found a debit card belonging to a woman she was looking after at the nursing home she worked at. Turns out Ruth had stolen nearly $10,000 of that woman's money. He then turned her into the police, where she eventually received a 16-month suspended jail sentence. But get this, the couple still together. Oh my gosh, I did not know that end beat. Jeff, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, well, first of all, that happened to me, and I found out my wife. First of all, I hate thieves. I hate stealing.
I know
and
you
I found
do.
out my wife was stealing from older people.
Yeah.
I'd be disgusted. I wouldn't want to be with her anymore, and I would turn her in. That's what I would do for sure.
Go ahead, Tori.
Well, I totally know what you mean when stealing happens, but the problem is that it's odd when it's in your sleep because you can't tell if it's like real or not. Like if I were a defense attorney, I could certainly make a feeling about that, but there was a parrot that came out and said, don't shoot, and a guy in the voice, and so really you got to be careful all the time.
Erica, I don't know if I would turn my husband in. I'm only guessing, Erica, and of course I think stealing, especially stealing from elderly people, is the worst thing you can do, but then they're still together. It'd be one thing, Erica, if if he turned her in and then he's no longer with her, so something doesn't add up to me.
Well, I mean, in your vows, you do say for better or worse. I guess embezzlement falls underneath that guideline. I'm not sure. I think this situation is interesting because he also benefited from the fruits of that poisonous tree. You know, he was a benefactor of that vacation that she was splurging someone else's money on. So it could have also been a defense tactic for him to be like, I wasn't complicit in this, although I benefited from what was going on.
Plausible deniability there.
Do you think that your partners would turn any of you guys in, starting with Erica? Would Anthony turn you in if he found something out about you?
I don't think Anthony would turn me in.
Jeff, what about
No.
Jordan?
I don't know. Listen, I'm just taking it to the extreme. If I'm doing something that my wife has completely no idea that I'm doing, she's going to be upset with me. If that's robbing from other people on a daily basis and she didn't know this about me for years on end, that's something that might break up a marriage, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be in the clinker.
Really?
I'd be because Brooks has very strong morals and ethics. Just
But
like
why does it have to be the clinker? Why can't it be like, listen, again, this is horrible what this person did, but I can't see myself turning in my husband, and I don't see him turning me in. I would see myself maybe leaving him, or saying you need to get help. How can you not see how wrong this is? But I don't think for me the answer. Of course, I would address it and I would handle it, but for me, jail wouldn't be part of that solution.
Smart. That's interesting. Good boundary.
Well, I don't know if that's a boundary. That's being complicit.
That's a boundary.
Good boundary. Jail is a boundary.
You're in the boundary of jail.
All right, coming up on DBL, you know him from The Godfather Part 3 and Criminal Minds. Our interview with the talented Joe Mantegna is next.
Closed captioning provided by
Is it bad that it would be depending on the crime? Like if it was stealing from old people, there's a line, but if it's like,
Again,
I don't know.
I mean, I would want. I'm a very karma person, so I would definitely want that money to be paid back
Like restitution
somehow.
for those people,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would want to make sure that it was made right. I just don't. I guess I think of my kids. I just don't know
No, that's a good
if
point.
I would want it handled, and I don't know if I could still stay with that person, but I don't know if jail would be part of that equation.
which is a good boundary. I think again because you're saying this is as far as I'll go, and that's fair. I think I'd be in the clinker. I think I'd be. Is clinker still used? Clinker?
I think people
It is?
the clinker, right?
The clink?
The clinker.
Have y'all seen The Nick?
It sounds familiar.
It was how they started like medicine back in 1880s
Yes,
and 90s. Clive Owen.
I didn't watch the whole
Great
series,
show.
but I remember Dr. Drew Pinsky when I was working on the show with Dr. Drew. He was really into it.
Very good show. I highly recommend it. The Nick, everyone. And we're also watching, I'm going to start because of
Oh.
Sam, Archive 81, everybody.
You guys, go to Netflix. It's creepy.
It's their #1 show right now. You know that?
And it's so well written. The actors are phenomenal. The lead actor, I had no idea who he was. Looked him up because he's so phenomenal. I was like, this is a Juilliard actor. He has like 7 million followers. He's from some series that I never watched. Yeah, look up the actor. He's phenomenal.
It's about an archivist, guys, who finds something
a cult
and has to put stuff together using
a
like
mystery,
tapes
it's scary,
wrapped in some bacon.
Amazing. Very excited. Yeah. And the lead actor is phenomenal. Yeah. I wish I knew his name. I need to learn it. Bye. Thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. You may know him from the hit show Criminal Minds or his role from The Godfather Part 3 or The Simpsons' Fat Tony. Earlier, we sat with Joe Mantegna to chat about his all-new Amazon Prime series, As You See It, and he told us specifically why this show hits close to home. Take a look. Joe Mantegna, welcome to DBL. We're going to talk about your new show, As We See It. But first, you were really close with the late Bob Saget, and we are just so sorry for your loss. We've spoken about it a lot on the show and what a good person he was. Can you tell our audience a little bit what it was like working with Bob and what he was like?
Well, Bob was, I mean, he is what you probably thought he was, which is just a fun guy, just a sweet guy. I mean, I first met him, we did this movie with Richard Pryor many years ago. It was like 1986, 87. And we stayed friends all during that time. And look, I've been in this business over 50 years, and you don't always make friends with every single person you work with. It would be impossible. I've worked with thousands and thousands of actors. But there's some along the way that you maintain a relationship with. And he was one of those guys that was very easy to keep that relationship up with. And I probably talked to him maybe a month or so before he passed, and I'm just pleased and thrilled and appreciative that he was part of my life for as long as he was, and you know, God bless Bob Saget. He was a dear friend, and I'll miss him.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, just what the really cool part about the story that you're telling is, like, you guys were friends. For myself, as a young comic starting out in Miami, you know, I would open up for all the big headliners, and I met him, and I remember being in the green room when he was on stage, and I was like, why is he being so nice to me? Like, he was so nice. It was like, I couldn't believe that somebody could be that famous and that nice. So yes, I mean, he was cool with his friends clearly, and with people that were just fans of him as an entertainer and as a person. So I'm glad we talked about that. Let's talk about one of your most well-known shows. Of course, I'm talking about Criminal Minds. People love it. So many women in my family love it. You have no idea. So they need to know, are you still in touch with the cast, and are there any plans for a reunion?
Well, yes and maybe. So in other words, yes, we're always in touch. I mean, we stayed pretty close. So that we have like a thread that when I look at my phone, and if I see all these little figures on there, I know it's the CM thread. In other words, and we're all reaching out to each other for whatever it is. We've all stayed pretty close. And in terms of continuing, there has been talk of it. I mean, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, well, so be it. But there certainly has been some discussions about it. And I would say there is that possibility, so we'll see.
Oh, God. My mom's like, please! All right, let's talk about As We See It. Tell us a little bit about the show and also about your character, Lou.
Do you want your dad to be supporting you forever?
Yes.
I have cancer, Jack. I need to know you're going to be okay.
Well, this is when I first read this pilot script, you know, I read it and thought to myself, this is one of the finest things I've ever read in terms of a script. What I love about it is, look, I know what it's like. I'm a parent of a child with autism. My daughter's going to be 35 years old, so we've lived with this a long time. And there's as much humor as there is, you know, seriousness. It runs the gamut. So when people see the show, they'll see that it's not one just thing. It's what the world is like, seen through the eyes of people on the spectrum, and also the world that they have to inhabit, which, you know, the rest of us.
As you see, Al, you can speak to that, right? I was going to
just say really quickly, we got to run, but as a parent, you know, I feel a bond with you because I, too, am a proud parent of a child with autism, and he is the center of our universe. So I think you and I both know how special people on the spectrum are and how much joy they bring to your life. So I appreciate this series, and I can't wait to watch it.
Oh, yeah, I think you're going to love it. It's really, really, really done well, and you'll see.
Can't wait for this. All right. As We See It is now on Amazon Prime Video. Joe, it's like amazing to talk to you. I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm freaking out inside. Thank you so much for chatting with us. We will be right back, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We all know that movement.
2021 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert, LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell Locke and Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people, independent contractors, and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell Locke and Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for a healthcare update sponsored by Go Health. Did you know Americans with health insurance can get up to 8 COVID tests for free thanks to a new requirement for providers? The new rules went into effect earlier this week and require insurance companies to cover costs for over-the-counter COVID tests at up to $12. One person can get up to 8 reimbursements, while a family of 5's insurance will cover them for 40 tests. So if you don't have insurance, now is a good time to get enrolled. If you're looking for a health insurance plan, Go Health makes it easy to enroll. So call 1-800-650-2534 or visit gohealth.com to find the plan that's right for you. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
It's a game of numbers, and those numbers can vary depending on who you talk to. Now, lots of questions come with the anxiety of trying to get the best credit score. So let's let the experts weigh in to answer the question. Does checking your credit negatively impact your credit score? Our sources for this are experienced Senior Director Rod Griffin and Beaumont-based Mortgage Loan Office for Roy West team of Guild Mortgage, Zach Stiles.
No, it doesn't. You can check your credit report and your credit score as often as you like. It will not hurt your credit scores or your credit history.
That was almost too easy.
The first pull is the hard pull. And then oftentimes, again, that's going to be the one that can, impact the score a little bit.
Wait, what?
If you apply for credit, they're going to check your report. That would post what we call a hard inquiry, which is a record that someone's looked at your report in response to an application. That can have a small effect. When you get your own credit report and score, we do add what we call a soft inquiry, which is just a record that you've asked for your own report, so you have that information there.
So this is where a lot of people get confused. So let's simplify it. Checking your credit does not hurt your credit score, but applying for credit can, like when you're applying for a mortgage loan.
I try to say, hey, look, it's a necessary evil, quote unquote, that we need to pull your credit. We have to do it. We can't close a loan without doing it.
So what if you absolutely have to check your credit? How can you then be sure that you're still in good standing?
If you enroll in a monitoring service like Experian, that's probably one of the best ways to check your report and score, because you get a free report and a free score and the risk factors that go with it.
And any of the major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, or even Experian, will let you check your credit as often as you feel necessary.
You should check your credit report and your scores once a year at a minimum. If you're really concerned, or you've had issues with identity theft, or you're working on improving your credit, maybe planning to get a mortgage and buy a home, you might want to check it more often. That's where those free monitoring services can be helpful.
Both Rod and Zach recommend paying your bills on time, every time, and keeping your credit card balances low to get and keep that coveted perfect score.
The other thing I tell people is that, when you're dating someone, spontaneity can be exciting and interesting. Bankers hate spontaneity. To them, boring, consistent, and dull is extremely sexy. So be boring and consistent and dull. You'll have good credit scores.
So we can verify that checking your credit does not negatively impact your credit score. Rod believes that 3 key steps to live by when talking credit are: 1, get a copy of your credit report and the risk factors that go along with it. 2, use the tools that are available today to help boost your credit score, like Experian Boost. And 3, be patient and be consistent. If you have something you want us to verify, send us a message to our email, verify@12newsnow.com, or message us on one of our social media accounts. For your Verify, Letitia Cahey, 12 News.
I'm so excited.
And DBL is all the talk.
I love that.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
It's true.
Absolutely.
1000%. Right? We're fired up. Newsflash, we all know that.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm trying to kick some knowledge.
And having fun.
If I could turn back time.
No.
Jumpstart the new year with DBL. Let's go.
We're at the precipice of something big.
I find that fascinating.
DBL is always all new every day.
Oh, that should be like on a reel. That was good.
Oh, I love us.
I do too.
We all get along so well. Okay, so before we go, we have a very special DBL shout out to Julie, who's turning 70 years young this Sunday.
Yeah, Julie!
Okay, so here's the best part. Julie and her daughter are loyal viewers. They watch us on KGW in Portland, Oregon, and live nearby in Clackamas, okay? Now, Julie, your daughter wrote us and told us that you're going through a little bit of a rough patch and that you watch our show together and you think of us like family. Well, guess what? We feel the same exact way. All of our viewers, we consider you family. We read all your comments, almost like too much.
Yeah.
We literally read all your messages and comments.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd do a little celebration for her, okay, for her 70th. So we put together a little bit of a swag bag. Lots of DBL goodies in here. We hope that we also have like a little cool autograph picture from all of us. There you go, upside down. And we just want, Julie, you to know that we appreciate you. We also appreciate your daughter and all our loyal viewers. We care about you guys. And I'm almost like emotional because of the fact that the daughter did this for her mother. I mean, we all can relate to that. And I'm so sorry that Julie's been having a hard time. I hope this lifts your spirits.
And I also want to just say thank you for understanding that we really truly have this type of family between us, and to really believe that you are part of that. I really hope you all really feel that.
And Jeff, you know our senior executive producer, Bert, reads all the comments. This is how we found out.
Yeah, look, I think he's encouraging more people to write in. It's a lot more autographs for us to sign, so
we don't
write them all
mind.
in.
We don't mind.
No, we don't.
My favorite's writing autographs for people. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, my favorite, this is a little inside joke, but like, hey, will you sign this? This person hates you. Oh, okay, sure.
I knew he was gonna say that.
But maybe you turned them, Jeff. Then maybe all of a sudden they're like, oh, Jeff wrote me. I love him.
No chance.
DBL's new every day. Happy birthday, Julie. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Same time, same place. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye, E. Bye, Jeff.
Bye, guys.
Once again, getting their equipment ready for potential ice and snow. Should you as well? The question, do you really need to fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on? Let's verify. Our source is editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, David Underkoffler, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Firestone Complete Auto Care.
You should definitely at least check your tire pressure when it gets cold outside. The general rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, your tires lose about 1 psi.
According to Firestone, PSI means pounds per square inch. Your tires could lose 4 PSI if the temps drop 20 degrees. David Underkoffler with Autolist.com says tire pressure is something that shouldn't be ignored, especially in the winter.
You don't want to necessarily rely on waiting for that light to turn on, right? If the temperature drops suddenly 20 degrees or 30 degrees pretty quickly, maybe it's probably a little safer just to go out and be proactive and check that ahead of time. Even small drops in tire pressure can be a little more dangerous. The tires can be more slippery on wet roads.
According to Firestone, underinflated tires can increase braking time and skid more easily on wet pavement. Having underinflated tires can also decrease the lifespan of your tires, making them more vulnerable to damage. So we can verify that yes, you should fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on.
Having properly inflated tires can also save you money. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, having the correct PSI can boost your gas mileage by up to 3%. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Don't miss a day of DBL. Bold debates, there's sense and there's nonsense.
Where do we go?
Hot celebs.
We're like this all the time.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
And all the laughs. DBL is all new every day.
About today on Daily Blast Live.
Rock legend Meat Loaf has died. We take a look back at his 6-decade-long career in music and movies. Plus, the comedy world is mourning the death of Louis Anderson as we remember our hilarious interview with Louis.
Don't you know you never tell a woman to relax, Louis?
Well, really?
Some fans are furious as Adele cancels her Las Vegas residency last minute.
I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry.
And from Criminal Minds' Joe Mantegna, could there be a cast reunion in the works?
Well, yes and maybe.
Yes.
So in other words,
oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here, drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Jeff and Erica joining us from home. Tori with me in the studio. Happy Friday, everybody. Yes, we finally made it through the week. Okay, so bad news for Adele fans. She's postponing her Vegas residency, which was supposed to begin tonight, by the way. She posted a tearful video telling fans that the show just isn't ready. Take a look.
I'm so sorry, but my show ain't ready. We've tried absolutely everything that we can. We've been absolutely destroyed by delivery delays and COVID. Half my crew, half my team are down with COVID. They still are. I can't give you what I have right now. And I'm gutted. I'm gutted and I'm sorry it's so last minute. I'm so upset and I'm really embarrassed and I'm so sorry to everyone that's travelled again.
Well, you better believe there are a lot of very upset fans. Some of them already in Vegas, by the way, like this one who posted about it on TikTok.
It was probably $800 to fly here. Tickets for her show were resale $2,700, $2,800. We had to stay at Caesars Palace because that's where she was performing. So that's another, what, $2,000? I'd say that's about $5 or $6 grand right there. And the wants to say 24 hours before she goes on stage that she's gutted. Oh, I'm gutted. You're gutted? Yeah, well, my pockets are gutted.
She doesn't have pockets.
She did
a lot of
lots of holes,
yeah.
yes. Okay, so Jeff, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of these videos, actually. She's not the only one. While some fans might be a little bit more compassionate, saying, listen, I understand and I support her, but at the same time, I'm out $2,000. We haven't heard anything from Adele as far as reimbursements wise. Would you expect some sort of a reimbursement, Jeff, if it was so last minute like this?
You know, I would expect a little something because it is so last minute, but at the same time, Sam, we're all dealing with COVID issues. Adele can't control that if that truly is the problem, that so many people are out and she wants the show to be as great as everyone expects it to be. But again, another side to this coin is if I were Adele and I had crew out, I would say, listen, everybody's already here. It's so last minute. I know this isn't the show you came to see, but I'm going to get a piano. I'm going to come out there. The lighting's not going to be great, but I'm going to give you guys an intimate show, sing my favorite songs to you guys, and have a more of a personal, intimate show instead of canceling it. It makes me seem like there's a little bit something else going on here.
I weirdly agree with, again, Jeff, which is bizarre for us. We're on a weird run, but I will say, I would take an MTV Unplugged. I'm not there for like Britney for the lights and the dancing, or Katy Perry, really. I'm here for the voice. So if you give me a rug and like a piano and some candles and you MTV Unplug it and let her just sing and be like, this is what it is, I think a lot of people would be really okay with that. It's a lose-lose though for everybody, but I'd rather have just heard her voice live.
What do you think, Erica? I agree with you and Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's a lose-lose, but I don't think there's a villain here.
Right.
You know, who knows what the actual standards and protocols and guidelines. I mean, you can't just like throw a bunch of people into a room and not have the support, whether that's a pared down version of what she was anticipating giving or not. You know, we don't know what the staffing issues were. We don't know like the union precautions. Like, we don't know those things, but I don't think that there's a villain. I don't think that Adele is the villain for having to cancel last minute. And I don't think fans who are very visibly upset are the villains for being very visibly upset.
Yeah, I think everyone's entitled to their feelings, but I think the difference here, as opposed to if Adele canceled her concert in your own hometown, at least you're in your own hometown, right? You're not out the tickets, the airfare, whatever other, and her prices to get into her concerts are quite expensive. So I personally think that she should have addressed that in that video. Listen, I know that a lot of you guys are out a lot of money. I'm going to reimburse some sort of dollar amount, $500, $200, whatever that may be. And then, of course, your tickets, just like Jeff's with Justin Bieber's, roll over to another date. But I think she should have brought that part up because that's a lot of money for a lot of people right now.
I expected that too.
Okay. Speaking of musicians, and I know a lot of you are writing in about this, legendary rocker and actor Meat Loaf passed away. He was 74 years old. He was surrounded by his wife, 2 daughters, and his close friends. Meat Loaf's career, of course, spans 6 decades, and he sold over 100 million albums worldwide. Now, a lot of you may not know, I mean, maybe you do, but he also starred in over 65 movies, including roles, of course, in the cult classic Rocky Horror Picture Show, and also in Fight Club. Now, a lot of his music has become iconic, like this mega hit, Bat Out of Hell. Let's listen. Sad.
Yeah, and he reminds me of Freddie Mercury in a way, that belty, operatic, dramatic voice that you don't really get anymore. And he was also multi-talented. His daughter went to my camp, actually, and we did The Little Mermaid, and she played Ursula, Amanda, and I played Scuttle, the seagull.
Of course you did.
I didn't get the crab, Sebastian, and I still have nightmares about that. But Meat Loaf showed up. He took his private plane, showed up for his daughter, met all of us, and was like, a great dad. And I just feel like when you're a great dad, that means a lot about who you are. And he did a ton of things. May he rest. May he rest.
Beautiful story, Tori. Jeff?
You know, I always say this about musicians, maybe more so than actors, but your music touches people and it puts you back to where you were and that time in your life. And Meat Loaf has a lot of those hits that are going to live on in infamy. So it's sad when someone passes, but when you have something to leave behind, it makes it that much greater. I want to leave something behind. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't created that yet, but hopefully when my time comes, I'm leaving something behind. But I do have to say my greatest Meat Loaf memory is when he wanted to fight Gary Busey on The Apprentice. That'll live on in infamy for me.
Right. And Erica, you know what's interesting is, you know, a number of our viewers have written in saying he lived a full life. And I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't, because my parents are 74, around the same age. And that seems young to me now. It doesn't feel like a full life. I want my parents to live on to see my kids grow up.
No, I completely understand that, Sam. I mean, we're really at a time in our lives where, you know, I'm definitely prioritizing my family life. I'm prioritizing spending that time with my parents because I realize that tomorrow's never promised, and now it just feels, you know, more important than ever. But the fact that he passed away with his family and his close friends surrounding him is beautiful.
That's very true. You gave me chills. Hug your loved ones. Tomorrow is never promised. Thank you, Erica. Coming up on DBL, another death in the entertainment world. Comedian Louis Anderson will be talking about his long career and taking a look back at our memorable interview with him. And Dr. Coley will join us to give us the latest info on COVID. Stay with us.
Closed captioning provided by.
Let me be direct.
I like what Tiffany's like, oh no. Have you ever heard it? And I would do anything for love. Have you ever heard that song? But is it something that like, do you know it? Tiffany, how old are you? May I ask? 26? 24. Okay, 24. Wow. So that's a song people know.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel good that it's gone down to another generation.
Right.
Right?
I think what surprised a lot of people was that he was an actor. But then when you remind people what movies he's been in, they're like, oh yeah. But for some reason they had a disconnect with that, as opposed to like now we see Lady Gaga as an actress and a musician, as well as a number of other actor/musicians. But for some reason he kept those very separate.
And he also was incredibly like talented. If you remember Bob he was in Fight Club. He was Bob and Ed Norton. They were in a club together and they were gonna cry it out. And Ed Norton goes into his man bosoms and has this long cry. And he was tremendously good.
He is a good actor.
You know what I mean? So you could just, maybe he liked to keep that craft separate, but he did a ton of things. If you haven't watched The Apprentice with him on it, he goes to get some art supplies and thinks that Gary Busey has stolen them in The Apprentice, and really, he had a very well-known anger issue, and he went crazy at Gary Busey, and it was Sugar Ray, the good old Sugar Ray, that stepped in and had to mend the fences.
That's cute. Really quickly, what was his daughter like?
Amanda was incredibly talented. He has another daughter, Pearl. They both went to my school. They're very close with their father.
Are they musicians? Or
Pearl was.
Okay.
And Pearl's father was Janis Joplin, was in the band Janis Joplin, but he adopted Pearl. And she was a great musician. Amanda had an awesome voice. She played Ursula. And imagine like come on, little ones.
Yeah.
It was really, I'll always remember it.
I love that.
And they were just really cool people.
Unfortunate souls. Welcome back to DBL. So 2 years later, and we are still trying to shake the pandemic. But the silver lining for us is that Dr. Coley is back. She joins us live. Hey, Dr. Coley, happy Friday.
Hi, ladies. Happy Friday.
Yep, happy Friday indeed. So here's the thing. The Omicron surge, what I heard is that it could peak in February. Should we expect that, please?
You know, you guys, I always try to find the silver lining on everything. And Omicron was so hard on us the last few weeks, with so many of us getting sick, happening right around the holidays. But in a weird way, this virus becoming more contagious has actually helped us. And it may help us transition from pandemic to endemic. So play along with me here. The virus is a bad guy, right? The bad guy got a little bit too greedy and essentially used up all the possible hosts out there because so many people got sick. So they're protected from getting sick again in the short term. So in a weird way, by using up everybody that could infect and the people that aren't yet infected are still wearing their masks, it's going to kind of kill itself off in a funny way. So that's what we're hopeful. In the next couple of weeks, we'll start to see a decline in cases. But that means those of us that have not yet been infected still got to keep those masks up and be careful.
Okay, speaking of that, and you know me, we've hung out separately, so I'm just going to be very real with you. I'm really tired and frustrated, unlike what Sam went through, which is an absolute tragedy. I'm just sort of frustrated having to deal with COVID all the time, having to talk about it all the time, changing my life around. Is that normal? Is that what other people are feeling? And write me in on YouTube.
YouTube?
You know,
it is
the
so
viewers.
normal.
The viewers. Not Dr. Coley.
You're on YouTube now. Is that right, Tori?
I just want to know.
Okay.
I think that COVID fatigue, Tori, is getting to your brain a little bit. But good news there is that it is so normal, guys. I have it. I'm sure everybody on this panel would raise their hand if I asked them if there were days when they were just fed up with this. But if you look at the science, and we've actually looked at this and studied this, 3 out of 4 people have had COVID fatigue. 40% of women say they have daily COVID fatigue, meaning they feel those types of frustrations every day. Now, here's where I was a little surprised, ladies, and I want to hear your reaction. It seems like a little higher for women than it is for men. And I'm not sure if that's because we take on more, and so it's impacted our lives in a more substantial way. But what do you guys think?
It's like maternal nurturing. I feel like you take care of the family, but you would know. I'm not a mom.
No, I think it makes sense. I really do. That's all I'll say. I could get into a whole thing on how that bleeds into other areas, but I definitely think that makes sense.
I would just say that in our household, I'm just generally more concerned about things than my husband is as a rule. So that makes sense to me.
That's true with Anthony.
But he's just real cool as a cucumber about everything. But okay, we know COVID fatigue is real, but how do we deal with it?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so here's the thing, and there's some gender differences here too. So I'm very interested to see this data. So there are healthy ways to deal with it, and there are unhealthy ways to deal with it. So the unhealthy ways that many of us do are eating and drinking. So women tend to eat more. And that's what the data has reflected with COVID fatigue, whereas men tend to eat about the same. And we both, genders, tend to drink more, with particularly those under the age of 45 drinking substantially more. So those are unhealthy ways to cope with COVID fatigue, because they're going to really come back to bite us in the butt later. So the healthy ways that we've also seen both genders do are exercise. So, being more active, taking a hike, taking your dog out for a walk, those are really good ways to release hormones that counterbalance those stress hormones. And we see men doing that more than women. And then taking up a hobby or talking to a therapist, we see the women leaning into those types of activities. So what are you guys doing to cope with your COVID fatigue?
Oh, man, I wish I could take a page from your book, Dr. Coley, and get out and exercise more and just be better. But I find myself just honing in on the children. I don't know if that's the best thing I guess it's the best thing for me. I feel good, I do want to get out though more. I want the kids to be able to go to museums. I want them to go to movies. I want them to experience life. And I feel like all we do is hang out outside and go for walks. And that's getting a little old. I don't know. What about you, Tori?
First of all, I can't even imagine having kids with this and having to do that. That's so hard. I do a lot of binging and cross stitch, and so bad that yesterday I went to go pick up a piece of a slipper. I'll be honest, I was picking up my slipper and my neck went out because I'm in COVID neck.
Oh.
So I'm really got to start working out.
What about you, Erica? I know speaking of your husband, Anthony, he just got some poles to help him
what
stretch.
Was that, Erica?
Yes.
I saw those, Erica. I saw those.
Go to Erica's Instagram. Go to her Instagram.
My husband got these two
ripped
poles.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, Dr. Coley. I appreciate the vote. Just for the record, so my husband got these 2 poles, and he said it's for stretching your back, and he said it was for me because I have been having some back issues lately. But when he demonstrated how those poles worked, it looked like you could also kind of do that against a wall or maybe on the side of a couch. So he definitely was influenced by those Instagram ads.
Let me just put in a plug for Anthony here. He is exercising as a way to cope with his COVID fatigue, which men tend to do more often. So I really do appreciate him for that.
All right, don't rub it in, Dr. Coley.
Yes.
All right, thank you, doctor. If you guys have a question you want answered by Dr. Coley, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We'll be right back. Have a good weekend.
Are you
2021 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell Locke and Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people, independent contractors, and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell Locke and Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
Welcome back. We do have some sad news. Many of our viewers also trying to pay tribute to Louis Anderson. He has died after a battle with blood cancer. He was 68 years old. Louis was one of America's most beloved comedians and had a career that spanned over 30 years. He's also a 3-time Emmy Award winner, game show host, and was named, quote, one of the 100 greatest stand-up comedians of all time by Comedy Central. And who could forget his iconic character in Coming to America? Take a look.
Hello. Hi. You know, I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries, then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Oh my gosh, this one hurts. How are you feeling about this, Jeff?
You know, Louis Anderson, there's a couple of people I think of, like when I revert back to my childhood growing up. My parents loved Louis Anderson. They loved like Simon and Garfunkel and things like that. So when I see someone pass away that I kind of grew up with, that my parents kind of adored, it makes me sad. And so it hits a little closer to home. And when we had Louis on our show, when we interviewed him, he had some really kind words for us. He said we really mesh well as a group. And coming from somebody that's been in showbiz that long, just that little compliment meant so much to me.
We also, speaking of his interview, and then Erica chime in, I'm going to show the interview, but we also poked fun at him because we knew that he had that type of chemistry already with us within the interview. So take a look. I feel like we should all be lounging like Louis.
Yeah,
how are you?
I feel like we look too stiff.
Yeah, relax.
Relax.
I watched the whole show. It's fantastic.
Don't you know you never tell a woman to relax, Louis?
Well, really? Why is that?
I had the same response, Lou.
Yeah, you can get away with it. Oh man, just so real, Erica, so genuine. And 68, you were saying earlier, we said 74 was too young. 68, definitely too young.
Yeah, you know, I was really giggling about that Coming to America clip because that was a memeable moment before memes were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember saying that phrase over and over with my cousins and my siblings, like, and next I'll be on fries, and that's where the big bucks come in. You know, like, it was just one of those clips from a movie that you just keep saying the phrase over and over. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tremendous loss. 2022 is not starting out that great in terms of losing icons and legends. So, yeah, you know, it's very sad.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know in June 2019, I interviewed him on the show for Baskets. Remember, he played Zach Galifianakis' mother. And he played it so straight, like as a woman. And we had this really good talk. He was very funny. I said, what are you scared of? He said, Anytime Fitness. And then I said, at the end, he goes, hey, are you a stand-up? And I said, yeah. And he goes, here's my email, my personal email. What? Send me your stand-up and I'll give you notes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he give you notes?
Yeah.
You never told us
because
this.
That's a really private, amazing thing that someone did.
Are you kidding me?
And so I'm just saying, like, I don't want to call people out when they're not being on the record, and I don't want to, but that was a very kind thing and a supportive thing as a person who understands up-and-coming stand-ups, which I am not, but I'm trying to be.
That is beautiful, Tori.
He's a
what
good
an
man.
Absolute generous person of his time.
Very.
Unbelievable. Wow. Our thoughts and prayers go to his friends and family. I can't even imagine what they must be feeling. Coming up on DBL, Dakota Johnson calls out her mom, Melanie Griffith, why she's not a fan of the photos Melanie posts on social. Plus, Pamela Anderson heading for divorce. Again, we'll talk all about what went down with this latest relationship.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Kids Gross.
It's a game of numbers, and those numbers can vary depending on who you talk to. Now, lots of questions come with the anxiety of trying to get the best credit score. So let's let the experts weigh in to answer the question. Does checking your credit negatively impact your credit score? Our sources for this are experienced Senior Director Rod Griffin and Beaumont-based Mortgage Loan Office for Roy West team of Guild Mortgage, Zach Stiles.
No, it doesn't. You can check your credit report and your credit score as often as you like. It will not hurt your credit scores or your credit history.
That was almost too easy.
The first pull is the hard pull. And then oftentimes, again, that's going to be the one that can, impact the score a little bit.
Wait, what?
If you apply for credit, they're going to check your report. That would post what we call a hard inquiry, which is a record that someone's looked at your report in response to an application. That can have a small effect. When you get your own credit report and score, we do add what we call a soft inquiry, which is just a record that you've asked for your own report, so you have that information there.
So this is where a lot of people get confused. So let's simplify it. Checking your credit does not hurt your credit score, but applying for credit can, like when you're applying for a mortgage loan.
I try to say, hey, look, it's a necessary evil, quote unquote, that we need to pull your credit. We have to do it. We can't close a loan without doing it.
So what if you absolutely have to check your credit? How can you then be sure that you're still in good standing?
If you enroll in a monitoring service like Experian, that's probably one of the best ways to check your report and score, because you get a free report and a free score and the risk factors that go with it.
And any of the major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, or even Experian, will let you check your credit as often as you feel necessary.
You should check your credit report and your scores once a year at a minimum. If you're really concerned, or you've had issues with identity theft, or you're working on improving your credit, maybe planning to get a mortgage and buy a home, you might want to check it more often. That's where those free monitoring services can be helpful.
Both Rod and Zach recommend paying your bills on time, every time, and keeping your credit card balances low to get and keep that coveted perfect score.
The other thing I tell people is that, when you're dating someone, spontaneity can be exciting and interesting. Bankers hate spontaneity. To them, boring, consistent, and dull is extremely sexy. So be boring and consistent and dull. You'll have good credit scores.
So we can verify that checking your credit does not negatively impact your credit score. Rod believes that 3 key steps to live by when talking credit are: 1, get a copy of your credit report and the risk factors that go along with it. 2, use the tools that are available today to help boost your credit score, like Experian Boost. And 3, be patient and be consistent. If you have something you want us to verify, send us a message to our email, verify@12newsnow.com, or message us on one of our social media accounts. For your Verify, Letitia Cahey, 12 News.
There's so much more DBL ahead. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Our interview with actor Joe Mantegna. Will there be a reunion with the Criminal Minds cast? Plus, Pamela Anderson headed for divorce. What happened in her latest marriage?
Once again getting their equipment ready for potential ice and snow. Should you as well? The question, do you really need to fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on? Let's verify. Our sources, editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, David Underkoffler, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Firestone Complete Auto Care.
You should definitely at least check your tire pressure when it gets cold outside. The general rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, your tires lose about 1 psi.
According to Firestone, PSI means pounds per square inch. Your tires could lose 4 PSI if the temps drop 20 degrees. David Underkoffler with Autolist.com says tire pressure is something that shouldn't be ignored, especially in the winter.
You don't want to necessarily rely on waiting for that light to turn on, right? If the temperature drops suddenly 20 degrees or 30 degrees pretty quickly, maybe it's probably a little safer just to go out and be proactive and check that ahead of time. Even small drops in tire pressure can be a little more dangerous. The tires can be more slippery on wet roads.
According to Firestone, underinflated tires can increase braking time and skid more easily on wet pavement. Having underinflated tires can also decrease the lifespan of your tires, making them more vulnerable to damage. So we can verify that yes, you should fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on. Having properly inflated tires can also save you money. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, having the correct PSI can boost your gas mileage by up to 3%. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Don't miss a day of DBL. Bold debates, there's sense and there's nonsense.
Where do we go?
Hot celebs.
We're like this all the time.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And all the laughs. DBL is all new every day.
Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. We have Jeff and Erica joining us from home, and our viewers are already writing in about Pam Anderson. Yes, Pam Anderson is getting divorced for the 5th time. Some people believe this is a rumor. It is not a rumor. According to Rolling Stone, Pam filed for divorce from Dan Hayhurst, her former bodyguard, after about a year of marriage. The two fell in love during the lockdown and got married on Christmas Eve in 2020 at her home in Canada. This was Pam's 4th marriage and her 5th divorce. She was briefly married to film producer John Peters for 12 days. She married and divorced poker player Rick Solomon twice, and Pam and Kid Rock tied the knot in 2006 and were divorced a year later. As we all know, Pam was first married to rocker Tommy Lee for 3 years and had 2 kids. Now, the docuseries Pam and Tommy, by the way, about their infamous sex tape scandal, will debut on Hulu next month. What do you think, Jeff? Do you think that she's addicted to marriage? How do you make sense of this?
I don't know. I think there needs to be a government rule where you only get married 3 times. And after that, you can't get married anymore. And I don't say that for the people getting married. I say that for their friends because I'm a man of the people. I'm not going to a 4th wedding of yours. If you choose to get married 4 times, don't call me. You'll be lucky if you get a toast on FaceTime after getting married 4 times and failing.
Erica?
I I think we need to stay out of people's bedrooms. We need to stay out of people's institutions and marriages. What difference does it make if she's gotten married multiple times? It actually kind of makes sense to me because Pam Anderson has lived so many lives. She's just found a partner for each one of them. Like when people are like constantly recreating themselves, then different versions come out and then that's suitable to a different spouse. I get it.
I get it. Someone just wrote in, Serena Huckabee, Pam loves love. And whenever I watch a documentary on Pam, I always expect to see someone, I don't know her, Pamela, I mean, like different. She's so like very quiet and really such an animal rights activist and a really seemingly good person. And so I wish her luck in the love wheel of fortune.
Listen, I think she loves passionately, but I'm also here with Jeff, especially when it comes to like,
much, yeah,
and when it comes to the sanctity of marriage, we hear so many opinions on whether or not same-sex marriages should be legal. And then we just kind of like let go of the fact that some people, I'm not going to say abuse marriage, but in a way, I mean, 5 times, 6 times when people are still in other countries fighting if they're in a same-sex relationship to even get married. So it's a little slap in the face to marriage, in my opinion. I see it as a privilege. So I don't think she treats it as the privilege. That's just my opinion.
That's fair.
All right, so let's talk about Dakota Johnson because she has had it with her mom posting throwback pics of her on social media. Dakota recently told James Corden on his show that she hates it when her mom, Melanie Griffith, posts pics of her on social media as a kid, like this one, and says she's often getting or gets less than flattering comments about the pics. Take a look.
I don't go on social media, so I don't find out about it till it's like really baked into the internet.
Right.
And somebody will send it to me like, oh, you were so ugly, or you were so cute. I've become like a 12-year-old, and I'm like, Mom, you can't do that.
Well, meantime, if you guys have seen this picture, it's gone viral. Vanderpump Rules star Katie Maloney Schwartz reposted this photo on Instagram that was originally shared by her castmate. Some people said it's unflattering and mean of the castmate to actually post it. But Katie dismissed the criticism and said she liked the photo because she was genuinely happy at the time. Now, Jeff and I watch this show religiously, so I want to give some context to the viewers. It's not that she just decided to post it. Katie Maloney has been battling fans calling her overweight for years. She's battled certain castmates like James Kennedy, Jeff can speak to, calling her really horrific names about her weight for season after season after season. So for her to post this, according to Katie Maloney, it meant that she actually has accepted herself. And that's a very beautiful thing. Jeff, did you see this on Instagram or did you learn about this because it went viral?
I don't go on social media anymore for this point. When you post something, you need to go through a Rolodex. Am I offending somebody? Is this picture, there's a million things that could go wrong with posting something, even if it comes from a good place, like we saw in the first one. You want to post pictures of your kids. You want them to, they're so cute, you love them, but then people are criticized, even the person, it might hurt their feelings, and the other person might just say, hey, listen, Katie Maloney's my friend, I love her. I didn't even realize that that was in the photo. It's like you can't win on social media, but I am proud of Katie Maloney for like addressing this because, like you said, Sam, we are friends of the show, and it takes a big step to finally accept that and just be like, listen, I'm fine with it. That's who I am, and I think more people need to have that philosophy.
So true, but Erica and I agree, Jeff. Take Katie Maloney aside. Do you get permission from friends and family before you post? Is that something that you do?
No, man, snap it. I don't want to see it, and just do it.
Got it. What about you, Erica?
For me, yes, I am required to get permission from friends and family, some more than others. I have very private people in my life, and they don't want to necessarily be set up for scrutiny or conversation over social media. So even, for instance, we had a very big family photo that we took, I took for Christmas. I got everybody the matching pajamas and all of that, and one of our producers producers asked if we could show it, and I said no, because I would have had to ask literally 25 people, and probably 15 of them would have said no. So I respect it. I'm a public person. I understand that everyone isn't a public person, so that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I married someone not very public at all, so it's rare for you guys to get like a hand or a pinky of like Brooks in a picture. And you know what? That's just the way it is, and that's the way we respect each other's boundaries. And can I be honest? This stuff, like when you laugh, that just shows your expressions. I have it, people have it. Good for her to be comfortable with that and just like show it to the critics.
Would it bother you if somebody posted an unflattering photo of you?
1,000,000%.
So would you then say, would you take it down or would you let it go?
If I was like, to be honest, I don't really have a lot of ego about it, but if it was like a particularly bad one, I would have liked a heads up.
Okay.
But I also don't want to be micromanaging my friends. But if it's particularly bad, and you know, I can look particularly bad.
You never look particularly bad. Okay.
Can
Maybe
I just
that
add
face.
this though?
Yes,
before
Erica,
we
yes.
move on to the next
Yes.
story? Have you ever had someone come to your defense but actually offended you more than the initial infraction? Because what I'm hearing from this story is that fans were trying to defend Katie, that her picture wasn't as flattering as it could have been, but she was okay with the photo.
Right.
So
Right.
basically they're saying that she didn't look as good as she should have looked in order to grace their feed. It's like, please don't offend me by trying to defend me.
Yes.
What's up with that?
Erica, that was her point. You just summed up her point right there. Thank you for that. Okay, so now to a bizarre story from the UK. A man reported his wife to the police after, are you ready for this? She confessed to a crime in her sleep. So Tony Fort heard his wife Ruth talk about money in her sleep. He went into her purse, found a debit card belonging to a woman she was looking after at the nursing home she worked at. Turns out Ruth had stolen nearly $10,000 of that woman's money. He then turned her into the police, where she eventually received a 16-month suspended jail sentence. But get this, the couple still together. Oh my gosh, I did not know that end beat. Jeff, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, well, first of all, that happened to me, and I found out my wife. First of all, I hate thieves. I hate stealing.
I know
and I
you
found
do.
out my wife was stealing from older people.
Yeah.
I'd be disgusted. I wouldn't want to be with her anymore, and I would turn her in. That's what I would do for sure.
Go ahead, Tori.
Well, I totally know what you mean when stealing happens, but the problem is that it's odd when it's in your sleep because you can't tell if it's like real or not. Like if I were a defense attorney, I could certainly make a feeling about that, but there was a parrot that came out and said, don't shoot, and a guy in the voice, and so really you got to be careful all the time.
Erica, I don't know if I would turn my husband in. I'm only guessing, Erica, and of course I think stealing, especially stealing from elderly people, is the worst thing you can do, but then they're still together. It'd be one thing, Erica, if if he turned her in and then he's no longer with her, so something doesn't add up to me.
Well, I mean, in your vows, you do say for better or worse. I guess embezzlement falls underneath that guideline. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this situation is interesting because he also benefited from the fruits of that poisonous tree. You know, he was a benefactor of that vacation that she was splurging someone else's money on. So it could have also been a defense tactic for him to be like, I wasn't complicit in this, although I benefited from what was going on.
Plausible deniability there.
Do you think that your partners would turn any of you guys in, starting with Erica? Would Anthony turn you in if he found something out about you?
I don't think Anthony would turn me in.
Jeff, what about
No.
Jordan?
I don't know. Listen, I'm just taking it to the extreme. If I'm doing something that my wife has completely no idea that I'm doing, she's going to be upset with me. If that's robbing from other people on a daily basis and she didn't know this about me for years on end, that's something that might break up a marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be in the clinker.
Really?
I'd be because Brooks has very strong morals and ethics. Just
but
like
why does it have to be the clinker? Why can't it be like, listen, again, this is horrible what this person did, but I can't see myself turning in my husband, and I don't see him turning me in. I would see myself maybe leaving him, or saying you need to get help. How can you not see how wrong this is? But I don't think for me the answer. Of course, I would address it and I would handle it, but for me, jail wouldn't be part of that solution.
Smart. That's interesting. Good boundary.
Well, I don't know if that's a boundary. That's that's being complicit.
That's a boundary.
Good boundary. Jail is a boundary.
You're in the boundary of jail.
All right, coming up on DBL, you know him from The Godfather Part 3 and Criminal Minds. Our interview with the talented Joe Mantegna is next.
Closed captioning provided by
When we
Is it bad that it would be depending on the crime? Like if it was stealing from old people, there's a line, but if it's like,
Again,
I don't know.
I mean, I would want. I'm a very karma person, so I would definitely want that money to be paid back
restitution
somehow.
for those people,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would want to make sure that it was made right. I just don't. I guess I think of my kids. I just don't know
No, that's a good
if
point.
I would want it handled, and I don't know if I could still stay with that person, but I don't know if jail would be part of that equation.
which is a good boundary. I think again because you're saying this is as far as I'll go, and that's fair. I think I'd be in the clinker. I think I'd be. Is clinker still used? Clinker?
I think people
It is?
the clinker, right?
The clink?
The clinker.
Have y'all seen The Nick?
It sounds familiar.
It was how they started like medicine back in 1880s
Yes,
and 1980s. Clive Owen.
I didn't watch the whole
Great
series,
show.
but I remember Dr. Drew Pinsky when I was working on the show with Dr. Drew. He was really into it.
Very good show. I highly recommend it. The Nick, everyone. And we're also watching, I'm going to start because of Sam, Archive 81, everybody.
You guys, go to Netflix. It's creepy.
It's their #1 show right now. You know that?
And it's so well written. The actors are phenomenal. The lead actor, I had no idea who he was. Looked him up because he's so phenomenal. I was like, this is a Juilliard actor. He has like 7 million followers. He's from some series that I never watched. Yeah, look up the actor. He's phenomenal.
It's about an archivist, guys, who finds something
A cult.
and has to put stuff together
It's
using
a
like
mystery,
tapes
it's scary,
wrapped in some bacon.
it's amazing. Very excited. Yeah. And the lead actor is phenomenal. Yeah. I wish I knew his name. I need to learn it. Bye. Thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. You may know him from the hit show Criminal Minds or his role from The Godfather Part 3 or The Simpsons' Fat Tony. Earlier, we sat with Joe Mantegna to chat about his all-new Amazon Prime series, As You See It, and he told us specifically why this show hits close to home. Take a look. Joe Mantegna, welcome to DBL. We're going to talk about your new show, As We See It. But first, you were really close with the late Bob Saget, and we are just so sorry for your loss. We've spoken about it a lot on the show and what a good person he was. Can you tell our audience a little bit what it was like working with Bob and what he was like?
Well, Bob was, I mean, he is what you probably thought he was, which is just a fun guy, just a sweet guy. I mean, I first met him, we did this movie with Richard Pryor many years ago. It was like 1986, 87. And we stayed friends all during that time. And look, I've been in this business over 50 years, and you don't always make friends with every single person you work with. It would be impossible. I've worked with thousands and thousands of actors. But there's some along the way that you maintain a relationship with. And he was one of those guys that was very easy to keep that relationship up with. And I probably talked to him maybe a month or so before he passed, and I'm just pleased and thrilled and appreciative that he was part of my life for as long as he was, and you know, God bless Bob Saget. He was a dear friend, and I'll miss him.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, just what the really cool part about the story that you're telling is, like, you guys were friends. For myself, as a young comic starting out in Miami, you know, I would open up for all the big headliners, and I met him, and I remember being in the green room when he was on stage, and I was like, why is he being so nice to me? Like, he was so nice. It was like, I couldn't believe that somebody could be that famous and that nice. So yes, I mean, he was cool with his friends clearly, and with people that were just fans of him as an entertainer and as a person. So I'm glad we talked about that. Let's talk about one of your most well-known shows. Of course, I'm talking about Criminal Minds. People love it. So many women in my family love it. You have no idea. So they need to know, are you still in touch with the cast, and are there any plans for a reunion?
Well, yes and maybe. So in other words, yes, we're always in touch. I mean, we stayed pretty close. So that we have like a thread that when I look at my phone and if I see all these little figures on there, I know it's the CM thread. In other words, and we're all reaching out to each other for whatever it is. We've all stayed pretty close. And in terms of continuing, there has been talk of it. I mean, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, well, so be it. But there certainly has been some discussions about it. And I would say there is that possibility. So we'll see.
Oh, God. My mom's like, please. All right, let's talk about As We See It. Tell us a little bit about the show and also about your character, Lou.
Do you want your dad to be supporting you forever?
Yes.
I have cancer, Jack. I need to know you're going to be okay.
Well, this is when I first read this pilot script, you know, I read it and thought to myself, this is one of the finest things I've ever read in terms of a script. What I love about it is, look, I know what it's like. I'm a parent with a child with autism. My daughter's going to be 35 years old, so we've lived with this a long time. And there's as much humor as there is, you know, seriousness. It runs the gamut. So when people see the show, they'll see that it's not one just thing. It's what the world is like, seen through the eyes of people on the spectrum and also the world that they have to inhabit, which, you know, the rest of us.
As you see, Al, you can speak to that, right?
I was going to just say really quickly, we got to run, but as a parent, you know, I feel a bond with you because I too am a proud parent of a child with autism, and he is the center of our universe. So I think you and I both know how special people on the spectrum are and how much joy they bring to your life. So I appreciate this series, and I can't wait to watch it.
Oh yeah, I think you're going to love it. It's really, really, really done well, and you'll see.
Can't wait for this. All right. As We See It is now on Amazon Prime Video. Joe, it's like amazing to talk to you. I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm freaking out inside. Thank you so much for chatting with us. We will be right back, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We all know that movement is like medicine, but
2021 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert, LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell, Locke & Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people, independent contractors, and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell, Locke & Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
With health insurance can get up to 8 COVID tests for free thanks to a new requirement for providers. The new rules went into effect earlier this week and require insurance companies to cover costs for over-the-counter COVID tests at up to $12. One person can get up to 8 reimbursements, while a family of 5's insurance will cover them for 40 tests. So if you don't have insurance, now is a good time to get enrolled. If you're looking for a health insurance plan, GoHealth makes it easy to enroll. So call 1-800-650-2534 or visit gohealth.com to find the plan that's right for you. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Are you on?
Credit. It's a game of numbers, and those numbers can vary depending on who you talk to. Now, lots of questions come with the anxiety of trying to get the best credit score. So let's let the experts weigh in to answer the question. Does checking your credit negatively impact your credit score? Our sources for this are experienced Senior Director Rod Griffin and Beaumont-based Mortgage Loan Office for Roy West team of Guild Mortgage, Zach Stiles.
No, it doesn't. You can check your credit report and your credit score as often as you like. It will not hurt your credit scores or your credit history.
That was almost too easy.
The first pull is the hard pull. And then oftentimes, again, that's going to be the one that can, impact the score a little bit.
Wait, what?
If you apply for credit, you're going to check your report. That would post what we call a hard inquiry, which is a record that someone's looked at your report in response to an application. That can have a small effect. When you get your own credit report and score, we do add what we call a soft inquiry, which is just a record that you've asked for your own report, so you have that information there.
So this is where a lot of people get confused. So let's simplify it. Checking your credit does not hurt your credit score, but applying for credit can, like when you're applying for a mortgage loan.
I try to say, hey, look, it's a necessary evil, quote unquote, that we need to pull your credit. We have to do it. We can't close a loan without doing it.
So what if you absolutely have to check your credit? How can you then be sure that you're still in good standing?
If you enroll in a monitoring service like Experian, that's probably one of the best ways to check your report and score, because you get a free report and a free score and the risk factors that go with it.
And any of the major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, or even Experian, will let you check your credit as often as you feel necessary.
You should check your credit report and your scores once a year at a minimum. If you're really concerned, or you've had issues with identity theft, or you're working on improving your credit, maybe planning to get a mortgage and buy a home, you might want to check it more often. That's where those free monitoring services can be helpful.
Both Rod and Zach recommend paying your bills on time, every time, and keeping your credit card balances low to get and keep that coveted perfect score.
The other thing I tell people is that, when you're dating someone, spontaneity can be exciting and interesting. Bankers hate spontaneity. To them, boring, consistent, and dull is extremely sexy. So be boring and consistent and dull. You'll have good credit scores.
So we can verify that checking your credit does not negatively impact your credit score. Rod believes that 3 key steps to live by when talking credit are: 1, get a copy of your credit report and the risk factors that go along with it. 2, use the tools that are available today to help boost your credit score, like Experian Boost. And 3, be patient and be consistent. If you have something you want us to verify, send us a message to our email, verify@12newsnow.com, or message us on one of our social media accounts. For your Verify, Letitia Cahey, 12 News.
I'm so excited.
And DBL is all the talk.
I love that.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
It's true.
Absolutely.
1000%.
Right? We're fired up. Newsflash, we all know that.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm trying to kick some knowledge.
And having fun.
If I could turn back time. No.
Jumpstart the new year with DBL. Let's go.
We're at the precipice of something big.
I find that fascinating.
DBL is always all new every day.
Oh, that should be like on a reel. That was good.
Oh, I love us.
I do too.
We all get along so well. Okay, so before we go, we have a very special DBL shout out to Julie, who's turning 70 years young this Sunday.
Yeah, Julie!
Okay, so here's the best part. Julie and her daughter are loyal viewers. They watch us on KGW in Portland, Oregon, and live nearby in Clackamas, okay? Now, Clackamas. Now, Julie, your daughter wrote us and told us that you're going through a little bit of a rough patch and that you watch our show together and you think of us like family. Well, guess what? We feel the same exact way. All of our viewers, we consider you family. We read all your comments, almost like too much. Yeah. We literally read all your messages and comments. So we thought we'd do a little celebration for her, okay, for her 70th. So we put together a little bit of a swag bag. Lots of DBL goodies in here. We hope that we also have like a little cool autograph picture from all of us. There you go, upside down. And we just want, Julie, you to know that we appreciate you. We also appreciate your daughter and all our loyal viewers. We care about you guys. And I'm almost like emotional because of the fact that the daughter did this for her mother. I mean, we all can relate to that. And I'm so sorry that Julie's been having a hard time. I hope this lifts your spirits.
And I also want to just say thank you for understanding that we really truly have this type of family between us, and to really believe that you are part of that. I really hope you all really feel that.
And Jeff, you know our senior executive producer, Bert, reads all the comments. This is how we found out.
Yeah, look, I think he's encouraging more people to write in. It's a lot more autographs for us to sign, so
we don't
write them all in.
We don't mind.
My favorite's writing autographs for people. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, my favorite, this is a little inside joke, but like, hey, will you sign this? This person hates you. Oh, okay, sure.
I knew he was gonna say that.
But maybe you turned them, Jeff. Then maybe all of a sudden they're like, oh, Jeff wrote me. I love him.
No chance.
DBL's new every day. Happy birthday, Julie. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Same time, same place. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye, E. Bye, Jeff.
Bye, guys.
Once again, getting their equipment ready for potential ice and snow. Should you as well? The question, do you really need to fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on? Let's verify. Our source is editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, David Underkoffler, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Firestone Complete Auto Care.
You should definitely at least check your tire pressure when it gets cold outside. The general rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, your tires lose about 1 psi.
According to Firestone, PSI means pounds per square inch. Your tires could lose 4 PSI if the temps drop 20 degrees. David Underkoffler with Autolist.com says tire pressure is something that shouldn't be ignored, especially in the winter.
You don't want to necessarily rely on waiting for that light to turn on, right? If the temperature drops suddenly 20 degrees or 30 degrees pretty quickly, maybe it's probably a little safer just to go out and be proactive and check that ahead of time. Even small drops in tire pressure can be a little more dangerous. The tires can be more slippery on wet roads.
According to Firestone, underinflated tires can increase braking time and skid more easily on wet pavement. Having underinflated tires can also decrease the lifespan of your tires, making them more vulnerable to damage. So we can verify that yes, you should fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on. Having properly inflated tires can also save you money. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, having the correct PSI can boost your gas mileage by up to 3%. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Don't miss a day of DBL. Bold debates, there's sense and there's nonsense.
Where do we go?
Hot celebs.
We're like this all the time.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And all the laughs. DBL is all new every day.
Live.
Rock legend Meat Loaf has died. We take a look back at his 6-decade-long career in music and movies. Plus, the comedy world is mourning the death of Louis Anderson as we remember our hilarious interview with Louis.
Don't you know you never tell a woman to relax, Louis?
Well, really?
Some fans are furious as Adele cancels her Las Vegas residency last minute.
I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry.
And from Criminal Minds' Joe Mantegna, could there be a cast reunion in the works?
Well, yes and maybe.
Yes.
So in other words,
oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Just stop.
Finally here, drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Jeff and Erica joining us from home. Tori with me in the studio. Happy Friday, everybody. Yes, we finally made it through the week. Okay, so bad news for Adele fans. She's postponing her Vegas residency, which was supposed to begin tonight, by the way. She posted a tearful video telling fans that the show just isn't ready. Take a look.
I'm so sorry, but my show ain't ready. We've tried absolutely everything that we can. We've been absolutely destroyed by delivery delays and COVID. Half my crew, half my team are down with COVID. They still are. I can't give you what I have right now. And I'm gutted. I'm gutted and I'm sorry it's so last minute. I'm so upset and I'm really embarrassed and I'm so sorry to everyone that's travelled again.
Well, you better believe there are a lot of very upset fans. Some of them already in Vegas, by the way, like this one who posted about it on TikTok.
It was probably $800 to fly here. Tickets for her show were resale $2,700, $2,800. We had to stay at Caesars Palace because that's where she was performing. So that's another, what, $2,000? I'd say that's about $5 or $6 grand right there. And the wants to say 24 hours before she goes on stage that she's gutted. Oh, I'm gutted. You're gutted? Yeah, well, my pockets are gutted.
She doesn't have pockets.
She did
a lot of
lots
holes
of
in her-
holes, yes. Okay, so Jeff, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of these videos, actually. She's not the only one. While some fans might be a little bit more compassionate, saying, listen, I understand and I support her, but at the same time, I'm out $2,000. We haven't heard anything from Adele as far as reimbursements wise. Would you expect some sort of a reimbursement, Jeff, if it was so last minute like this?
You know, I would expect a little something because it is so last minute, but at the same time, Sam, we're all dealing with COVID issues. Adele can't control that if that truly is the problem, that so many people are out and she wants the show to be as great as everyone expects it to be. But again, another side to this coin is if I were Adele and I had crew out, I would say, listen, everybody's already here. It's so last minute. I know this isn't the show you came to see, but I'm going to get a piano. I'm going to come out there. The lighting's not going to be great, but I'm going to give you guys an intimate show, sing my favorite songs to you guys, and have a more of a personal, intimate show instead of canceling it.
Yeah.
It makes me seem like there's a little bit something else going on here.
I weirdly agree with, again, Jeff, which is bizarre for us. We're on a weird run. But I will say, I would take an MTV Unplugged. I'm not there for like Britney, for the lights and the dancing, or Katy Perry, really. I'm here for the voice. So if you give me a rug and like a piano and some candles and you MTV Unplug it and let her just sing and be like, this is what it is, I think a lot of people would be really okay with that. It's a lose-lose, though, for everybody. But I'd rather have just heard her voice live.
What do you think, Erica? I agree with you and Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's a lose-lose, but I don't think there's a villain here.
Right.
You know, who knows what the actual standards and protocols and guidelines. I mean, you can't just like throw a bunch of people into a room and not have the support, whether that's a pared down version of what she was anticipating giving or not. You know, we don't know what the staffing issues were. We don't know like the union precautions. Like, we don't know those things, but I don't think that there's a villain. I don't think that Adele is the villain for having to cancel last minute. And I don't think fans who are very visibly upset are the villains for being very visibly upset.
Yeah, I think everyone's entitled to their feelings, but I think the difference here, as opposed to if Adele canceled her concert in your own hometown, at least you're in your own hometown, right? You're not out the tickets, the airfare, whatever other, and her prices to get into her concerts are quite expensive. So I personally think that she should have addressed that in that video. Listen, I know that a lot of you guys are out a lot of money. I'm going to reimburse some sort of dollar amount, $500, $200, whatever that may be. And then, of course, your tickets, just like Jeff's with Justin Bieber's, roll over to another date. But I think she should have brought that part up because that's a lot of money for a lot of people right now.
I expected that, too.
Okay. Speaking of musicians, and I know a lot of you are writing in about this, legendary rocker and actor Meat Loaf passed away. He was 74 years old. He was surrounded by his wife, 2 daughters, and his close friends. Meat Loaf's career, of course, spans 6 decades, and he sold over 100 million albums worldwide. Now, a lot of you may not know, I mean, maybe you do, but he also starred in over 65 movies, including roles, of course, in the cult classic Rocky Horror Picture Show, and also in Fight Club. Now, a lot of his music has become iconic, like this mega hit, Bat Out of Hell. Let's listen. Sad.
Yeah, and he reminds me of Freddie Mercury in a way, that belty, operatic, dramatic voice that you don't really get anymore. And he was also multi-talented. His daughter went to my camp, actually, and we did The Little Mermaid, and she played Ursula, Amanda, and I played Scuttle, the seagull.
Of course you did.
I didn't get the crab, Sebastian, and I still have nightmares about that. But Meat Loaf showed up. He took his private plane, showed up for his daughter, met all of us, and was like, a great dad. And I just feel like when you're a great dad, that means a lot about who you are. And he did a ton of things. May he rest. May he rest.
Beautiful story, Tori. Jeff?
You know, I always say this about musicians, maybe more so than actors, but your music touches people, and it puts you back to where you were and that time in your life. And Meat Loaf has a lot of those hits that are going to live on in infamy. So it's sad when someone passes, but when you have something to leave behind, it makes it that much greater. I want to leave something behind. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't created that yet, but hopefully when my time comes, I'm leaving something behind. But I do have to say my greatest Meat Loaf memory is when he wanted to fight Gary Busey on The Apprentice. That'll live on in infamy for me.
Right. And Erica, you know what's interesting is, you know, a number of our viewers have written in saying he lived a full life. And I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't, because my parents are 74, around the same age. And that seems young to me now. It doesn't feel like a full life. I want my parents to live on to see my kids grow up.
No, I completely understand that, Sam. I mean, we're really at a time in our lives where, you know, I'm definitely prioritizing my family life. I'm prioritizing spending that time with my parents because I realize that tomorrow's never promised, and now it just feels, you know, more important than ever. But the fact that he passed away with his family and his close friends surrounding him is beautiful.
That's very true. You gave me chills. Hug your loved ones. Tomorrow is never promised. Thank you, Erica. Coming up on DBL, another death in the entertainment world. Comedian Louis Anderson will be talking about his long career and taking a look back at our memorable interview with him. And Dr. Coley will join us to give us the latest info on COVID. Stay with us.
Closed captioning provided by. I like how Tiffany's like, oh no. Have you ever heard it? And I would do anything for love. Have you ever heard that song? But is it something that like, do you know it? Tiffany, how old are you? May I ask? 26? 24. Okay, 24. Wow. So that's a song people know. So that makes me feel good that it's gone down to another generation.
Right.
Right?
I think what surprised a lot of people was that he was an actor. But then when you remind people what movies he's been in, they're like, oh yeah. But for some reason they had a disconnect with that, as opposed to like now we see Lady Gaga as an actress and a musician, as well as a number of other actor/musicians. But for some reason, he kept those very separate.
And he also was incredibly like talented. If you remember Bob he was in Fight Club. He was Bob and Ed Norton. They were in a club together and they were gonna cry it out. And Ed Norton goes into his man bosoms and has this long cry. And he was tremendously good.
He is a good actor.
You know what I mean? So you could just, maybe he liked to keep that craft separate, but he did a ton of things. If you haven't watched The Apprentice with him on it, he goes to get some art supplies and thinks that Gary Busey has stolen them in The Apprentice, and really, he had a very well-known anger issue, and he went crazy at Gary Busey, and it was Sugar Ray, the good old Sugar Ray, that stepped in and had to mend the fences.
That's cute. Really quickly, what was his daughter like?
Amanda was incredibly talented. He has another daughter, Pearl. They both went to my school. They're very close with their father.
Are they musicians? Or
Pearl was,
okay.
And Pearl's father was Janis Joplin, was in the band Janis Joplin, but he adopted Pearl. and she was a great musician. Amanda had an awesome voice. She played Ursula, and imagine like come on, little ones. Yeah, it was really. I'll always remember it. I love that. And they were just really cool people. Oh, unfortunate so.
Welcome back to DBL. So 2 years later, and we are still trying to shake the pandemic. But the silver lining for us is that Dr. Coley is back. She joins us live. Hey, Dr. Coley, happy Friday.
Hi, ladies. Happy Friday.
Yep, happy Friday indeed. So here's the thing. The Omicron surge, what I heard is that it could peak in February. Should we expect that, please?
You know, you guys, I always try to find the silver lining on everything. And Omicron was so hard on us the last few weeks, with so many of us getting sick, happening right around the holidays. But in a weird way, this virus becoming more contagious has actually helped us. And it may help us transition from pandemic to endemic. So play along with me here. The virus is a bad guy, right? The bad guy got a little bit too greedy and essentially used up all the possible hosts out there because so many people got sick. So they're protected from getting sick again in the short term. So in a weird way, by using up everybody that could infect and the people that aren't yet infected are still wearing their masks, it's going to kind of kill itself off in a funny way. So that's what we're hopeful. In the next couple of weeks, we'll start to see a decline in cases. But that means those of us that have not yet been infected still got to keep those masks up and be careful.
Okay, speaking of that, and you know me, we've hung out separately, so I'm just going to be very real with you. I'm really tired and frustrated, unlike what Sam went through, which is an absolute tragedy. I'm just sort of frustrated having to deal with COVID all the time, having to talk about it all the time, changing my life around. Is that normal? Is that what other people are feeling? And write me in on YouTube.
YouTube?
You know, it is so normal.
The viewers. Not Dr. Coley.
You're on YouTube now. Is that right, Tori?
I just want to know. Okay.
I think that COVID fatigue, Tori, is getting to your brain a little bit. But good news there is that it is so normal, guys. I have it. I'm sure everybody on this panel would raise their hand if I asked them if there were days when they were just fed up with this. But if you look at the science, and we've actually looked at this and studied this, you know, 3 out of 4 people have had COVID fatigue. 40% of women say they have daily COVID fatigue, meaning they feel those types of frustrations every day. Now, here's where I was a little surprised, ladies, and I want to hear your reaction. It seems like a little higher for women than it is for men. And I'm not sure if that's because we take on more, and so it's impacted our lives in a more substantial way. But what do you guys think?
It's like maternal nurturing. I feel like you take care of the family, but you would know. I'm not a mom.
No, I think it makes sense. I really do. That's all I'll say. I could get into a whole thing on how that bleeds into other areas, but I definitely think that makes sense.
I would just say that in our household, I'm just generally more concerned about things than my husband is as a rule. So that makes sense to me.
That's true with Anthony.
But like, he's just real cool as a cucumber about everything. But okay, we know COVID fatigue is real, but how do we deal with it?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so here's the thing, and there's some gender differences here too. So I'm very interested to see this data. So there are healthy ways to deal with it, and there are unhealthy ways to deal with it. So the unhealthy ways that many of us do are eating and drinking. So women tend to eat more. And that's what the data has reflected with COVID fatigue, whereas men tend to eat about the same. And we both, genders, tend to drink more, with particularly those under the age of 45 drinking substantially more. So those are unhealthy ways to cope with COVID fatigue, because they're going to really come back to bite us in the butt later. So the healthy ways that we've also seen both genders do are exercise. So, you know, being more active, taking a hike, taking your dog out for a walk, those are really good ways to release hormones that counterbalance those stress hormones. And we see men doing that more than women. And then taking up a hobby or talking to a therapist, we see the women leaning into those types of activities. So what are you guys doing to cope with your COVID fatigue?
Oh man, I wish I could take a page from your book, Dr. Coley, and get out and exercise more and just be better. But I find myself just honing in on the children. I don't know if that's the best thing for, I guess it's the best thing for me. I feel good, like just, I do want to get out though more. I want the kids to be able to go to museums. I want them to go to movies. I want them to like experience life. And I feel like all we do is hang out outside and go for walks. And that's getting a little old. I don't know. What about you, Tori?
First of all, I can't even imagine having kids with this and having to do that. That's so hard. I do a lot of binging and cross stitch, and so bad that yesterday I went to go pick up a piece of a slipper. I'll be honest, I was picking up my slipper and my neck went out because I'm in COVID neck.
Oh.
So I'm really got to start working out.
What about you, Erica? I know you're, speaking of your husband, Anthony, he just got some poles to help him stretch.
What was that, Erica?
Yes.
I saw those, Erica. I saw those.
Go to Erica's Instagram. Go to her Instagram.
It's
so
my
I
husband
voted
got
that
these
he
two
got
polls.
ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, Dr. Coley. I appreciate the vote. Just for the record, so my husband got these two polls, and he said it's for stretching your back, and he said it was for me because I have been having some back issues lately. Yeah. But when he demonstrated how those poles worked, it looked like you could also kind of do that against a wall or maybe on the side of a couch. So he definitely was influenced by those Instagram ads.
Let me just put in a plug for Anthony here. He is exercising as a way to cope with his COVID fatigue, which men tend to do more often. So I really do appreciate him for that.
All right, don't rub it in, Dr. Coley.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Doctor. If you guys have a question you want answered by Dr. Coley, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. Thank you, Dr. Coley. We'll be right back. Have a good weekend.
2021 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert, LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell Locke and Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people, independent contractors, and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell Locke and Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
Welcome back. We do have some sad news. Many of our viewers also trying to pay tribute to Louis Anderson. He has died after a battle with blood cancer. He was 68 years old. Louis was one of America's most beloved comedians and had a career that spanned over 30 years. He's also a 3-time Emmy Award winner, game show host, and was named, quote, one of the 100 greatest stand-up comedians of all time by Comedy Central. And who could forget his iconic character in Coming to America? Take a look.
Hello. Hi. You know, I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries, then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Oh my gosh, this one hurts. How are you feeling about this, Jeff?
Louis Anderson, there's a couple of people I think of, like when I revert back to my childhood growing up. My parents loved Louis Anderson. They love like Simon and Garfunkel and things like that. So when I see someone pass away that I kind of grew up with, that my parents kind of adored, it makes me sad. And it hits a little closer to home. And when we had Louis on our show, when we interviewed him, he had some really kind words for us. He said we really mesh well as a group. And coming from somebody that's been in showbiz that long, just that little compliment meant so much to me.
We also, speaking of his interview, and then Erica chime in, I'm going to show the interview, but we also poked fun at him because we knew that he had that type of chemistry already with us within the interview. So take a look.
I feel like we should all be lounging like Louis.
Yeah,
how are you?
I feel like we look too stiff.
Yeah, relax.
Relax.
I watched the whole show. It's fantastic.
Don't you know you never tell a woman to relax, Louis?
Well, really? Why is
I
that?
had the same response, Lou.
Yeah, you can get away with it.
Oh man, just so real, Erica, so genuine. And 68, you were saying earlier, we said 74 was too young. 68, definitely too young.
Yeah, I was really giggling about that Coming to America clip because that was a memeable moment before memes were a thing. I remember saying that phrase over and over with my cousins and my siblings, like, and next I'll be on fries, and that's where the big bucks come in. It was just one of those clips from a movie that you just keep saying the phrase over and over. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tremendous loss. 2022 is not starting out that great in terms of losing icons and legends. So, yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know in June 2019, I interviewed him on the show for Baskets. Remember, he played Zach Galifianakis' mother. And he
so
played it so
good.
straight, like as a woman. And we had this really good talk. He was very funny. I said, what are you scared of? He said, Anytime Fitness. And then I said, at the end, he goes, hey, are you a stand-up? And I said, yeah. And he goes, here's my email, my personal email.
What?
Send me your stand-up and I'll give you notes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he give you notes?
Yeah.
You never told us
because
this.
That's a really private, amazing thing that someone did.
Are you kidding me?
And so I'm just saying, like, I don't want to call people out when they're not being on the record, and I don't want to, but that was a very kind thing and a supportive thing as a person who understands up-and-coming stand-ups, which I am not, but I'm trying to be.
That is beautiful, Tori.
He's a
What
good
an
man.
Absolute generous person of his time.
Very.
Unbelievable. Wow. Our thoughts and prayers go to his friends and family. I can't even imagine what they must be feeling. Coming up on DBL, Dakota Johnson calls out her mom, Melanie Griffith, why she's not a fan of the photos Melanie posts on social. Plus, Pamela Anderson heading for divorce. Again, we'll talk all about what went down with this latest relationship.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
We're keeping up with two former housewives, plus America's favorite Big Mama is making a major comeback in this week's What Erica's Watching. First up, if anyone can survive the Big Brother house, it would be a Bravo housewife. Am I right? And Erica Jane from Beverly Hills is rumored to be joining the Big Brother cast. But maybe I spoke too soon, because word on the street is that Tiffany Pollard from I Love New York might be one of her housemates. Yo, although I have not been keeping up with Big Brother, sorry, Jeff, this potential East Coast, West Coast battle might be the biggest thing in reality TV. I mean, it's basically Tupac and Biggie for the small screen, so it's gonna have me tuning in.
Man, y'all don't want none. But if you do, I'll dish it.
Next, former peach holder Nene Leakes says she received her late husband Greg's blessing to find love again. As we know, Greg passed away in September and she started dating her new man in December. He's fashion designer Naian Isela Sayo. They actually met through Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, former peach holder Peter Thomas. Nene says Naian treats her like a queen and that she's open to marriage. Now, let's face it, based on her fallout with Andy Cohen, this might be the only way we will ever see her as a real housewife again. But the way these queens make up and break up, who knows? She might be back. And finally, what many of us have been waiting for. Tyler Perry is bringing Madea out of retirement, and she's coming for Beyonce in this new promo poster for the new movie Homegoing. Tyler says he missed making people laugh and that his new movie features an LGBTQ storyline that will send a message of inclusion. Now, Tyler would be just as crazy as Madea if he turned down this opportunity to make us all laugh when we need it the most. And of course, making millions doesn't hurt. Share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag DBLEricaWatch. And stay tuned.
Black ice, a thin coat of ice that isn't black at all. Let's connect the dots. Black ice is that clear glaze of ice on roads you can't see. It forms as wet roads turn icy when temperatures drop. But even a little dew can cause black ice. And it can happen anywhere the conditions are right. But bridges and overpasses are especially prone. That's because you've got cold air flowing below and above the pavement. Shaded spots on the road also problematic since they don't get sunlight. What can you do if you hit black ice today? Steer straight. Any sudden turns and you can lose control. And it might be tempting to brake, but that too can cause sliding. Instead, keep a slower speed. And now more than ever, keep a good distance between the car in front of you. And that is connecting the dots.
There's so much more DBL ahead. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Our interview with actor Joe Mantegna. Will there be a reunion with the Criminal Minds cast? Plus, Pamela Anderson headed for divorce. What happened in her latest marriage?
Once again, getting their equipment ready for potential ice and snow. Should you as well? The question, do you really need to fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on? Let's verify. Our source is editor-in-chief of Autolist.com, David Underkoffler, the U.S. Department of Energy, and Firestone Complete Auto Care.
You should definitely at least check your tire pressure when it gets cold outside. The general rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, your tires lose about 1 psi.
According to Firestone, PSI means pounds per square inch. Your tires could lose 4 PSI if the temps drop 20 degrees. David Underkoffler with Autolist.com says tire pressure is something that shouldn't be ignored, especially in the winter.
You don't want to necessarily rely on waiting for that light to turn on, right? If the temperature drops suddenly 20 degrees or 30 degrees pretty quickly, maybe it's probably a little safer just to go out and be proactive and check that ahead of time. Even small drops in tire pressure can be a little more dangerous. The tires can be more slippery on wet roads.
According to Firestone, underinflated tires can increase braking time and skid more easily on wet pavement. Having underinflated tires can also decrease the lifespan of your tires, making them more vulnerable to damage. So we can verify that yes, you should fill up your tires with air when your tire pressure indicator comes on. Having properly inflated tires can also save you money. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, having the correct PSI can boost your gas mileage by up to 3%. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Don't miss a day of DBL. Bold debates, there's sense and there's nonsense.
Where do we go?
Hot celebs.
We're like this all the time.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And all the laughs. DBL is all new every day.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No. Y'all just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. We have Jeff and Erica joining us from home, and our viewers are already writing in about Pam Anderson. Yes, Pam Anderson is getting divorced for the 5th time. Some people believe this is a rumor. It is not a rumor. According to Rolling Stone, Pam filed for divorce from Dan Hayhurst, her former bodyguard, after about a year of marriage. The two fell in love during the lockdown and got married on Christmas Eve in 2020 at her home in Canada. This was Pam's 4th marriage and her 5th divorce. She was briefly married to film producer John Peters for 12 days. She married and divorced poker player Rick Solomon twice, and Pam and Kid Rock tied the knot in 2006 and were divorced a year later. As we all know, Pam was first married to rocker Tommy Lee for 3 years and had 2 kids. Now, the docuseries Pam and Tommy, by the way, about their infamous sex tape scandal, will debut on Hulu next month. What do you think, Jeff? Do you think that she's addicted to marriage? How do you make sense of this?
I don't know. I think there needs to be a government rule where you only get married 3 times. And after that, you can't get married anymore. And I don't say that for the people getting married. I say that for their friends because I'm a man of the people. I'm not going to a 4th wedding of yours. If you choose to get married 4 times, don't call me. You'll be lucky if you get a toast on FaceTime after getting married 4 times and failing.
Erica?
I think we need to stay out of people's bedrooms. We need to stay out of people's institutions and marriages. What difference does it make if she's gotten married multiple times? It actually kind of makes sense to me because Pam Anderson has lived so many lives. She's just found a partner for each one of them. Like when people are like constantly recreating themselves, then different versions come out and then that's suitable to a different spouse. I get it.
I get it. Someone just wrote in, Serena Huckabee, Pam loves love. And whenever I watch a documentary on Pam, I always expect to see someone, I don't know her, Pamela, I mean, like different. She's so like very quiet and really such an animal rights activist and a really seemingly good person. And so I wish her luck in the love wheel of fortune.
Listen, I think she loves passionately, but I'm also here with Jeff, especially when it comes to
much,
and when it comes to the sanctity of marriage. We hear so many opinions on whether or not same-sex marriages should be legal, and then we just kind of like let go of the fact that some people, I'm not going to say abuse marriage, but in a way, I mean, 5 times, 6 times when people are still in other countries fighting if they're in a same-sex relationship to even get married. So it's a little slap in the face to marriage, in my opinion. I see it as a privilege. So I don't think she treats it as the privilege. That's just my opinion.
That's fair.
All right, so let's talk about Dakota Johnson because she has had it with her mom posting throwback pics of her on social media. Dakota recently told James Corden on his show that she hates it when her mom, Melanie Griffith, posts pics of her on social media as a kid, like this one, and says she's often getting or gets less than flattering comments about the pics. Take a look.
I don't go on social media, so I don't find out about it till it's like really baked into the internet.
Right.
And somebody will send it to me like, oh, you were so ugly, or you were so cute. I've become like a 12-year-old, and I'm like, Mom, you can't do that.
Well, meantime, if you guys have seen this picture, it's gone viral. Vanderpump Rules star Katie Maloney Schwartz reposted this photo on Instagram that was originally shared by her castmate. Some people said it's unflattering and mean of the castmate to actually post it. But Katie dismissed the criticism and said she liked the photo because she was genuinely happy at the time. Now, Jeff and I watch this show religiously, so I want to give some context to the viewers. It's not that she just decided to post it. Katie Maloney has been battling fans calling her overweight for years. She's battled certain castmates like James Kennedy, Jeff can speak to, calling her really horrific names about her weight for season after season after season. So for her to post this, according to Katie Maloney, it meant that she actually has accepted herself. And that's a very beautiful thing. Jeff, did you see this on Instagram or did you learn about this because it went viral?
I don't go on social media anymore for this point. When you post something, you need to go through a Rolodex. Am I offending somebody? Is this picture... There's a million things that could go wrong with posting something, even if it comes from a good place, like we saw in the first one. You want to post pictures of your kids. You want them to... They're so cute. You love them. But then people are criticized, even the person, it might hurt their feelings. And the other person might just say, hey, listen, Katie Maloney's my friend. I love her. I didn't even realize that that was in the photo. It's it's like you can't win on social media. But I am proud of Katie Maloney for like addressing this, because like you said, Sam, we are friends of the show, and it takes a big step to finally accept that and just be like, listen, I'm fine with it. That's who I am, and I think more people need to have that philosophy.
So true. But Erica, and I agree, Jeff, take Katie Maloney aside. Do you get permission from friends and family before you post? Is that something that you do?
No, man, snap it. I don't want to see it, and just do it.
Got it. What about you, Erica?
For me, yes, I am required to get permission from friends and family, some more than others. I have very private people in my life, and they don't want to necessarily be set up for scrutiny or conversation over social media. So even, for instance, we had a very big family photo that we took, I took for Christmas. I got everybody the matching pajamas and all of that. And one of our producers asked if we could show it, and I said no, because I would have had to ask literally 25 people, and probably 15 of them would have said no. So I respect it. I'm a public person. I understand that everyone isn't a public person, so that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I married someone not very public at all, so it's rare for you guys to get like a hand or a pinky of like Brooks in a picture. And you know what? That's just the way it is, and that's the way we respect each other's boundaries. And can I be honest? This stuff, like when you laugh, that just shows your expressions. I have it, people have it. Good for her to be comfortable with that and just like show it to the critics.
Would it bother you if somebody posted an unflattering photo of you?
1,000,000%.
So would you then say, would you take it down, or would you let it go?
If I was like, to be honest, I don't really have a lot of ego about it, but if it was like a particularly bad one, I would have liked a heads up.
Okay.
But I also don't want to be micromanaging my friends. But if it's particularly bad, and you know, I can look particularly bad.
You never look particularly bad. Okay.
Can
Maybe
I just
that
add
face.
this, though,
Yes,
before
Erica,
we
yes.
move on to the next
Yes.
story? Have you ever had someone come to your defense but actually offended you more than the initial infraction? Because what I'm hearing from this story is that fans were trying to defend Katie, that her picture wasn't as flattering as it could have been, but she was okay with the photo.
Right.
So basically they're saying that she didn't look as good as she should have looked in order to grace their feed. It's like, please don't offend me by trying to defend me.
Yes.
What's up with that?
Erica, that was her point. You just summed up her point right there. Thank you for that. Okay, so now to a bizarre story from the UK. A man reported his wife to the police after, are you ready for this? She confessed to a crime in her sleep. So Tony Ford heard his wife Ruth talk about money in her sleep. He went into her purse, found a debit card belonging to a woman she was looking after at the nursing home she worked at. Turns out Ruth had stolen nearly $10,000 of that woman's money. He then turned her into the police, where she eventually received a 16-month suspended jail sentence. But get this, the couple still together. Oh my gosh, I did not know that end beat. Jeff, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, well, first of all, that happened to me, and I found out my wife. First of all, I hate thieves. I hate stealing.
I know
and I
you
found
do.
out my wife was stealing from older people.
Yeah.
I'd be disgusted. I wouldn't want to be with her anymore, and I would turn her in. That's what I would do for sure.
Go ahead, Tori.
Well, I totally know what you mean when stealing happens, but the problem is that it's odd when it's in your sleep, because you can't tell if it's like real or not. Like if I were a defense attorney, I could certainly make a feeling about that, but there was a parrot that came out and said, don't shoot, and a guy in the voice, and so really you got to be careful all the time.
Erica, I don't know if I would turn my husband in. I'm only guessing, Erica, and of course I think stealing, especially stealing from elderly people, is the worst thing you can do, but then they're still together. It'd be one thing, Erica, if if he turned her in and then he's no longer with her, so something doesn't add up to me.
Well, I mean, in your vows, you do say for better or worse. I guess embezzlement falls underneath that guideline. I'm not sure. I think this situation is interesting because he also benefited from the fruits of that poisonous tree. You know, he was a benefactor of that vacation that she was splurging someone else's money on. So it could have also been a defense tactic for him to be like, I wasn't complicit in this, although I benefited from what was going on.
Plausible deniability there.
Do you think that your partners would turn any of you guys in, starting with Erica? Would Anthony turn you in if he found something out about you?
I don't think Anthony would turn me in.
Jeff, what about
No.
Jordan?
I don't know. Listen, I'm just taking it to the extreme. If I'm doing something that my wife has completely no idea that I'm doing, she's going to be upset with me. If that's robbing from other people on a daily basis and she didn't know this about me for years on end, that's something that might break up a marriage, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be in the clinker.
Really?
I'd be because Brooks has very strong morals and ethics. Just
But
like
why does it have to be the clinker? Why can't it be like, listen, again, this is horrible what this person did, but I can't see myself turning in my husband, and I don't see him turning me in. I would see myself maybe leaving him, or saying you need to get help. How can you not see how wrong this is? But I don't think for me the answer. Of course, I would address it and I would handle it, but for me, jail wouldn't be part of that solution.
Smart. That's interesting. Good boundary.
Well, I don't know if that's a boundary. That's being complicit.
That's a boundary.
Good boundary. Jail is a boundary.
You're in the boundary of jail.
All right, coming up on DBL, you know him from The Godfather Part 3 and Criminal Minds. Our interview with the talented Joe Mantegna is next.
Closed captioning provided by
Depending on the crime. Like if it was stealing from old people, there's a line, but if it's like,
again,
I don't know.
I mean, I would want. I'm a very karma person, so I would definitely want that money to be paid back
Like restitution
somehow.
for those people,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would want to make sure that it was made right. I just don't. I guess I think of my kids. I just don't know
No, that's a good
if
point.
I would want it handled, and I don't know if I could still stay with that person, but I don't know if jail would be part of that equation.
Which is a good boundary. I think, again, because you're saying this is as far as I'll go. And that's fair. Yeah. I think I'd be in the clinker. I think I'd be. Is clinker still used? Clinker?
I think people
still use
the clinker, right?
The clink?
The clinker?
Have y'all seen The Nick?
It sounds familiar.
It was how they started medicine back in 1890s
Yes,
and 1990s.
I didn't watch the whole
Great
series,
show.
but I remember Dr. Drew Pinsky, when I was working on the show with Dr. Drew, he was really into it.
Very good show. I highly recommend it. The Nick, everyone. And we're also watching, I'm going to start because of Sam, Archive 81, everybody.
You guys, go to Netflix. It's creepy.
It's their #1 show right now. You know that?
And it's so well written. The actors are phenomenal. The lead actor, I had no idea who he was. Looked him up because he's so phenomenal. I was like, this is a Juilliard actor. He has like 7 million followers. He's from some series that I never watched. Yeah, look up the actor. He's phenomenal.
It's about an archivist, guys, who finds something
a cult
and has to put stuff together using like tapes,
It's scary.
wrapped in some bacon.
Amazing. Very excited. Yeah. And the lead actor is phenomenal. Yeah. I wish I knew his name. I need to learn it. Bye. Thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. You may know him from the hit show Criminal Minds or his role from The Godfather Part 3 or The Simpsons' Fat Tony. Earlier, we sat with Joe Mantegna to chat about his all-new Amazon Prime series, As You See It, and he told us specifically why this show hits close to home. Take a look. Joe Mantegna, welcome to DBL. We're going to talk about your new show, As We See It. But first, you were really close with the late Bob Saget, and we are just so sorry for your loss. We've spoken about it a lot on the show and what a good person he was. Can you tell our audience a little bit what it was like working with Bob and what he was like?
Well, Bob was, I mean, he is what you probably thought he was, which is just a fun guy, just a sweet guy. I mean, I first met him, we did this movie with Richard Pryor many years ago. It was like 1986, 87. And we stayed friends all during that time. And look, I've been in this business over 50 years, and you don't always make friends with every single person you work with. It would be impossible. I've worked with thousands and thousands of actors, but there's some along the way that you maintain a relationship with, and he was one of those guys that was very easy to keep that relationship up with. And I probably talked to him maybe a month or so before he passed, and I'm just pleased and thrilled and appreciative that he was part of my life for as long as he was, and God bless Bob Saget. He was a dear friend, and I'll miss him.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, just what the really cool part about the story that you're telling is, like, you guys were friends. For myself, as a young comic starting out in Miami, I would open up for all the big headliners, and I met him, and I remember being in the green room when he was on stage, and I was like, why is he being so nice to me? Like, he was so nice. It was like, I couldn't believe that somebody could be that famous and that nice. So yes, he was cool with his friends clearly, and with people that were just fans of him as an entertainer and as a person. So I'm glad we talked about that. Let's talk about one of your most well-known shows. Of course, I'm talking about Criminal Minds. People love it. So many women in my family love it. You have no idea. So they need to know, are you still in touch with the cast, and are there any plans for a reunion?
Well, yes and maybe. So in other words, yes, we're always in touch. I mean, we stayed pretty close. So that we have like a thread that when I look at my phone, and if I see all these little figures on there, I know it's the CM thread. In other words, and we're all reaching out to each other for whatever it is. We've all stayed pretty close. And in terms of continuing, there has been talk of it. I mean, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, well, so be it. But there certainly has been some discussions about it. And I would say there is that possibility, so we'll see.
Oh, God. My mom's like, please! All right, let's talk about As We See It. Tell us a little bit about the show and also about your character, Lou.
Do you want your dad to be supporting you forever?
Yes.
I have cancer, Jack. I need to know you're going to be okay.
Well, this is when I first read this pilot script, I read it and thought to myself, this is one of the finest things I've ever read in terms of a script. What I love about it is, look, I know what it's like. I'm a parent with a child with autism. My daughter's going to be 35 years old, so we've lived with this a long time. And there's as much humor as there is, seriousness. It runs the gamut. So when people see the show, they'll see that it's not one just thing. It's what the world is like, seen through the eyes of people on the spectrum, and also the world that they have to inhabit, which the rest of us.
As you see, Al, you can speak to that, right?
I was going to just say really quickly, we got to run, but as a parent, I feel a bond with you because I, too, am a proud parent of a child with autism, and he is the center of our universe. So I think you and I both know how special people on the spectrum are and how much joy they bring to your life. So I appreciate this series, and I can't wait to watch it.
Oh, yeah, I think you're going to love it. It's really, really, really done well, and you'll see.
Can't wait for this. All right. As We See It is now on Amazon Prime Video. Joe, it's like amazing to talk to you. I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm freaking out inside. Thank you so much for chatting with us. We will be right back, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We all know that
2021 was the first full year that we've been in the pandemic, and we're getting a lot of questions about tax write-offs. First is about the cost of masks and other personal protective equipment that health officials in some states still require. So let's verify. Is PPE tax deductible? Our sources are the Internal Revenue Service and accounting firm Cherry Beckert LLP. Taxpayers have historically received a deduction for medical expenses. These are things like doctor's visits or medication that aren't covered by health insurance. The IRS says that also includes PPE, like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So we can verify PPE is tax deductible, but Cherry Beckert says there's a catch. Existing IRS rules require medical expenses exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income to qualify, so the deduction won't apply to everyone. Some people have been stocking up on PPE as they get ready to return to the office, but many are still working from home. We've received some questions about whether you can write off some of the expense of having a home office. So let's verify. Can employees write off a home office? Our sources are the IRS and accounting firm Maxwell, Locke & Ritter. The government used to allow everyone to take a home office deduction if they have the setup. That changed in 2017 when Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It was intended to simplify the process of doing taxes, and that meant limiting, among other things, who can take the home office deduction. The IRS warns only self-employed people Independent contractors and people working in the gig economy now qualify. Basically, Maxwell Locke and Ritter explains, if you get a W-2, then you don't get the deduction. So it's false that employees can write off a home office on their taxes, although self-employed people or contractors still can.
Update sponsored by Go Health. Did you know Americans with health insurance can get up to 8 COVID tests for free thanks to a new requirement for providers? The new rules went into effect earlier this week and require insurance companies to cover costs for over-the-counter COVID tests at up to $12. One person can get up to 8 reimbursements, while a family of 5's insurance will cover them for 40 tests. So if you don't have insurance, now is a good time to get enrolled. If you're looking for a health insurance plan, Go Health makes it easy to enroll. So call 1-800-650-2534 or visit gohealth.com to find the plan that's right for you. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Credit. It's a game of numbers, and those numbers can vary depending on who you talk to. Now, lots of questions come with the anxiety of trying to get the best credit score. So let's let the experts weigh in to answer the question. Does checking your credit negatively impact your credit score? Our sources for this are experienced Senior Director Rod Griffin and Beaumont-based Mortgage Loan Office for Roy West team of Guild Mortgage, Zach Stiles.
No, it doesn't. You can check your credit report and your credit score as often as you like. It will not hurt your credit scores or your credit history.
That was almost too easy.
The first pull is the hard pull. And then oftentimes, again, that's going to be the one that can, impact the score a little bit.
Wait, what?
If you applied for credit, they're going to check your report. That would post what we call a hard inquiry, which is a record that someone's looked at your report in response to an application. That can have a small effect. When you get your own credit report and score, we do add what we call a soft inquiry, which is just a record that you've asked for your own report, so you have that information there.
So this is where a lot of people get confused. So let's simplify it. Checking your credit does not hurt your credit score, but applying for credit can, like when you're applying for a mortgage loan.
I try to say, hey, look, it's a necessary evil, quote unquote, that we need to pull your credit. We have to do it. We can't close a loan without doing it.
So what if you absolutely have to check your credit? How can you then be sure that you're still in good standing?
If you enroll in a monitoring service like Experian, that's probably one of the best ways to check your report and score, because you get a free report and a free score and the risk factors that go with it.
And any of the major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, or even Experian, will let you check your credit as often as you feel necessary.
You should check your credit report and your scores once a year at a minimum. If you're really concerned, or you've had issues with identity theft, or you're working on improving your credit, maybe planning to get a mortgage and buy a home, you might want to check it more often. That's where those free monitoring services can be helpful.
Both Rod and Zach recommend paying your bills on time, every time, and keeping your credit card balances low to get and keep that coveted perfect score.
The other thing I tell people is that, when you're dating someone, spontaneity can be exciting and interesting. Bankers hate spontaneity. To them, boring, consistent, and dull is extremely sexy. So be boring and consistent and dull. You'll have good credit scores.
So we can verify that checking your credit does not negatively impact your credit score. Rod believes that 3 key steps to live by when talking credit are: 1, get a copy of your credit report and the risk factors that go along with it. 2, use the tools that are available today to help boost your credit score, like Experian Boost. And 3, be patient and be consistent. If you have something you want us to verify, send us a message to our email, verify@12newsnow.com, or message us on one of our social media accounts. For your Verify, Letitia Cahey, 12 News.
I'm so excited.
And DBL is all the talk.
I love that.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
It's true.
Absolutely.
1000%. Right? We're fired up. Newsflash, we all know that.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm trying to kick some knowledge.
And having fun.
If I could turn back time.
No.
Jumpstart the new year with DBL. Let's go.
We're at the precipice of something big.
I find that fascinating.
DBL is always all new every day.
Oh, that should be like on a reel. That was good.
Oh, I love us.
I do too.
We all get along so well. Okay, so before we go, we have a very special DBL shout out to Julie, who's turning 70 years young this Sunday.
Yeah, Julie!
Okay, so here's the best part. Julie and her daughter are loyal viewers. They watch us on KGW in Portland, Oregon, and live nearby in Clackamas, okay? Now, Julie, your daughter wrote us and told us that you're going through a little bit of a rough patch and that you watch our show together and you think of us like family. Well, guess what? We feel the same exact way. All of our viewers, we consider you family. We read all your comments, almost like too much.
Yeah.
We literally read all your messages and comments.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd do a little celebration for her, okay, for her 70th. So we put together a little bit of a swag bag. Lots of DBL goodies in here. We hope that we also have like a little cool autograph picture from all of us. There you go, upside down. And we just want, Julie, you to know that we appreciate you. We also appreciate your daughter and all our loyal viewers. We care about you guys. And I'm almost like emotional because of the fact that the daughter did this for her mother. I mean, we all can relate to that. And I'm so sorry that Julie's been having a hard time. I hope this lifts your spirits.
And I also want to just say thank you for understanding that we really truly have this type of family between us and to really believe that you are part of that. I really hope you all really feel that.
And Jeff, you know our senior executive producer, Bert, reads all the comments. This is how we found out.
Yeah, look, I think he's encouraging more people to write in. It's a lot more autographs for us to sign, so
we don't
write
mind.
them all in.
We don't mind.
No, we don't.
My favorite's writing autographs for people. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, my favorite, this is a little inside joke, but like, hey, will you sign this? This person hates you. Oh, okay, sure.
I knew he was going to say that.
But maybe you turned them, Jeff. Then maybe all of a sudden they're like, oh, Jeff wrote me. I love him.
No chance.
DBL's new every day. Happy birthday, Julie. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Same time, same place. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye, E. Bye, Jeff.
Bye, guys.